just talk about Tropicana. Like all 85% of black people got brown eyes. How you just gonna automatically say that I'm talking about you to try to get some ammunition to say on Zia? Like
I mean, I guess for me, I'm like, who cares? I
this
mean,
shit
we're
is
talking about
crazy.
brown eyes. Like, are we just hoping a nigga give us a compliment now? Like, are we just hoping and praying that somebody notices us? I mean, I don't know. I just feel
They're gonna
like
stretch it out.
that's
They're
so
gonna
trivial. What are we talking about?
Yeah, because they want you to get upset over small things, just like Papaya. I told Papaya, I said if you wasn't so evil, I said you would be halfway decent. She,
Mm-hmm.
she twisted it and said, Rasta said I'm beautiful. What?
Yeah,
I
that's what they
never
do.
said that. I never used that word beautiful with Papaya in the same sentence. Like this shit is crazy. What's up,
Mm.
Aris? My boy Bennett ain't in it. What's good, my G?
I just find
Jacola in
it
the
weird
building.
every single day, Russell. Every
What's
single
that?
day,
Wait,
people are,
I'm even.
huh?
Go ahead. You were speaking. Go ahead.
Um, I just find it weird, right? They talking about people stalking this, that, and the third, but every time I look up, y'all got a prompt talking about Rasta. So if he comes over there and addresses the prompt, how can you say he keeps stalking me, but the prompt is about him? Like, what
Yep.
kind of gaslighting bait and switch is that?
And then they had a prompt this morning talking about I got Zia pregnant, and as soon as I got down, hold on, I'm not a moderator, man. See, you gotta stop that.
No, you wasn't because when we fell out here, don't fuck up, please.
Big John say Papaya let you
Listen,
know
hold
to
on.
say, hey,
Listen,
Big
listen, hold on.
John,
I have a question. I have a question for
I
both of
thought you
you.
was a male feminist, Big John. What happened? I thought Papaya was your friend.
Wait a minute. I have a question. Is Papaya the bitch with the piranha bite?
Yeah.
Man,
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you what happened, man.
What happened?
Wait.
I got tired of papaya seeds. Every time somebody said something she didn't agree with, she used to make jokes saying, referring to him like having autism, being on the spectrum and shit. And I told Papaya and Bohemian that about like in December, I need to chill out with that. I don't really get down like that with, we clown on folks, but not like that because I got autistic children and shit.
Oh, so the
They didn't even care. So they
ableism.
started talking about wearing helmets and shit. People wearing helmets because my daughter wore a helmet. And so yeah, I gave that work to them. They got put on the prom too. Shit.
So
No, I
she's
don't know
able.
why the hell they talk about that because ain't they friend? Ain't Tropicana they friend?
I'm
I mean,
sorry. She's complaining about able. She's complaining about people being ableist and people saying, people saying slow. Right? That's their biggest pet peeve. We can't say slow because it's ableist. But this bitch is over here making fun of people who have autism,
Nah,
making
yeah,
like
dead
literally just
ass.
making fun of them. Girl, I would say
I might
making fun of
still
people with
got that worked in the
autism.
camera line. I might
Like I
still got
said,
the pictures of it in the camera, but
like I
they
said,
changed their bios and they shit talking about some what color helmet should we get? What color
yeah, like
helmet
I
should we
said,
wear today?
making fun of people with autism and making fun of people with special needs and intellectual needs. I would say that's ableist, not
Hold
you
on a
saying
second. Who
slow.
did that?
Papaya.
Oh, after this whole crying about anti-bullying and
Yeah.
Yeah,
harassment, how'd they do
Yeah.
that?
she ain't
Yep.
think I was gonna send it because like she was my moderator at first. So she was doing all of that weird shit, and I'm supposed to be her people and shit. So yeah, I don't care. I still got the screen. They in the whole live talking about they was with a dude named Thomas. He was like, "So what? Is this daughter stupid as fuck or something?"
Oh my
Like I
Boy,
goodness.
said,
see, yeah,
like I said, they
people act a certain type of way on TikTok
those
that
are the
they don't
same
act in
bitches that
real
But
life.
you
called.
see how performative all that was with them fake ass tears?
Yes.
I'm like, girl, you be trolling the hell out of people, bullying people, talking shit about them, talking about their family members. Don't get on here and start that acting shit.
And she
Don't.
ugly as
Right.
hell. She
Ma'am,
cockeyed. She got a weird bottom jaw. Her teeth overlaps. All that shit.
maybe if Papaya had a helmet, she wouldn't have an underbite. Now would she? Hold on. Let me stop. That's bullying.
Hey,
Hold on. Let me
But
take
I do have to
accountability.
say this though. I said you gotta stop going over there. You do.
going,
You gotta stop going
but
over there.
you gotta be going over. I never go on Papaya page. We're like going over where?
No, I'm just saying you know that these people intentionally are going to misunderstand you. They're not going to let you speak. They're going to mute you. I mean, what are you gaining from talking to people that are so ignorant and rude all day long and who don't, you know what I'm saying? They use you for
But
entertainment just to try to make you look dumb. Why you keep going over there?
I don't, but see, that's the thing. I don't know what you're talking about. You got to be specific. Going over where? Because if I go to Tone
To
page
the
and
lives with all of them, where they are
now,
at, to try to prove
so
yourself
so
or try to
basically,
explain.
so basically, you asking me to tuck my tail and run from Papaya. If I'm on Tone
No,
page
that's not.
and
I'm
Papaya,
saying if
but if I'm
no,
on,
Wasta, what I'm saying to you is
oh
this:
my
if
god.
people don't have enough respect to have a conversation, and all they doing is muting you, dropping you, doing shit like that, you got to stop fucking with them because you're not gaining anything by trying to explain to people who intentionally try to misunderstand you.
So how
What are
many
you
times?
gaining from that?
So how many times you saw me on Papaya page in the 1 year that you know me?
I didn't say papaya. I said
All right,
all
but
of
so what are
those
you talking
people.
about? What are you talking about? Me and Papaya got mutual friends with everybody. You want me to stop going to Tread Lightly page, stop going to Capping with Z? Like, be
No,
specific. What are you talking about?
what I'm saying is the moment people start disrespecting you and talking like that and muting you and dropping you and to making fun of your kids and saying this egregious shit, what's the purpose of trying to keep explain yourself to people like that?
And when have you caught me doing that? Other than when Papaya made a campaign and blocked me on Saturday, but had me over there for 5 minutes on Sunday. Like
I
other
don't
than that, what
understand
are you
how this
talking
isn't
about?
making sense to you.
It would never make sense to me. I don't know what you're talking about. I I can be on this page and they'll come up here talking shit like Tasia did yesterday. I'm not tucking my tail and running from, oh, Papaya's here, let me run to another panel. No, I'm a
No,
gangster.
I'm not saying
I make them
run,
hoes block me.
but
I don't block people. Them hoes gotta block me. I'm the motherfucking bully. I bully the bullies. I don't run from bullies. I bully bullies.
okay. All I'm saying is all they're gonna do is spin it to you harassing them,
Well,
and
tell them
that you
call the
keep trying to
police.
put. You're
Call
not
the
getting
police.
it.
Call the
I
goddamn
feel like what
police
Zia,
I'm
then.
saying
I
is
don't know
solid
why you
advice.
keep trying to explain it to him. He's not gonna.
Call the
I
You
tell
don't
police.
get
you
it,
this.
bro.
I
That's
tell you
just
like
hard
this.
headed.
I tell you like this. This how harassment go, right? This how crazy harassment is in obsession. Cause you know, Rostin, I was the host. Nigga. I'm the host that put Passport Bro on blast. Rostin caught a few
Ugh.
strays. She's so addicted. They have notifications for when certain people go live on. They fuck like we had a whole group chat and shit, and every 5 to 10 minutes they sharing group chats that Rasta joined, that Passport joined. They like
Oh my
they had
god.
a weird
That's
ass obsession with this shit. And so this is really where the breakup came at. You remember when I gave you my powers on my panel because they wouldn't let you speak? And like they kept shutting you down. And I'm like, all right, see, now I like engagement. Y'all keep doing this, it's cutting down my engagement. So they was really feeling the type of way that I gave you moderator that one day and shit like that. That's where the split up came in. Cause like first and foremost, nigga, I ain't no misandrist. I ain't no misogynist. I'm really ain't on both sides. I like talking about what I talk about, man. And you know me, like I get these TikTok coins. I ain't got to say you was right about what you were saying, but you know you're a man, you not dumb.
Mhm.
But yeah, they obsessed with you.
There's
I
they
believe it.
there's
I
Yeah,
believe
but
Zia trying to tell Rasta what to do. You can't be telling Rasta what to do when they coming after him every second, Zia.
I'm
I
not telling him what to
Every
do. I'm
second.
she's
saying,
giving him
but
but
advice. That's
if
Bennett,
the
you got
difference.
group
Nah, you
chats
no,
full
can't
of
yeah,
give him
exactly,
advice if they
Eric.
got group chats talking about him.
But Bennett, this is what I'm saying. Hold on, hold on, I gotta make sure you got noise. When you starve the fire, it will unalive. They don't have any content. They're not real content creators. They have to try to make people their content. But if you stop feeding into the content, then that will show that they have nothing else to talk about. But when you keep running over there, and all they're gonna do is lie and twist shit and try to make it seem like they're victims after being bullies constantly. What's the purpose? What are you gaining? They're not going to let you speak in that space. They don't give a fuck what you have to say. They're going to lie. What's the purpose? What are you gaining? They're not going to let you speak in that space. They don't give a fuck what you have to say. They're going to lie, as we can clearly see all the lies that they've been telling, even about a child that's not even here with us. So exactly what are you gaining? You have to say. They're going to lie, as we can clearly see all the child that's not even here with us. So exactly what are you gaining from going over there? That's what I'm saying. You're not gaining anything. You
But
don't
you don't gotta
have to.
listen.
how
You don't
TikTok
gotta listen
do.
to her. You don't gotta listen to her roster. You can still go over there. She's giving you advice, though. She's not like
He been saying that
telling you what to do.
I understand the advice and I appreciate it, but I don't want to feel like I'm tucking my tail or I'm hiding from somebody. Oh, Papay's over here, so let me scroll out of the live.
You're not
No,
tucking
That's a
your tail.
fact.
You're just
That's a
paying a
she.
bitch
fact. That's a
Hold
fact,
dies.
on, hold
Rasta.
on, hold
That's a
on.
fact,
She's
Rasta.
It's
going to
called
be the
being.
one. Hold on.
You just
Thank you,
paying a bitch
Rookie.
dies. You paying a
She's
bitch
going to
dies.
be
You're
the
not
one.
tucking your tail.
No, she's going to be the one that say, "Oh, Ross is on the pound. Let me get up out of here because he going to be on my ass." Like Kiera tried to make me like that, but Kiera realized that she can't go toe to toe with me. She tried to scream and yell and think I'm gonna run away from her. No, I'm gonna be dragging her ass right there to the point where Kiera is the one that make herself look stupid, inserting herself in my business when I'm arguing with other hoes. That's why I placed the bet for $500. That's
Why
how
are
me and
we?
Tasia fell out. Tasia didn't want to post the clip because I was right. I
But why
proved
are
that
we
this hoe
listening to a
always
bitch who
talk
jokes
about
about putting
me.
her kids in cages? I'm
Exactly.
confused. I'm fucking
Exactly.
confused.
Because what's
Like,
happening is they lower your
Devia.
vibration. Stop letting people lower your vibration. Fuck them all.
Like
Who
we're
gives a
not like
fuck?
I'm not allowed to. I'm
How
so
you how
sorry,
you
but
let
a
another
bitch who
person
jokes
lower your
about
vibration
that.
because you fucking with them?
Listen, no, hold on. A bitch who jokes about that, and I don't think that's funny. I'm not saying the bitch does it, but if you're joking about putting your kid in a cage, I have nothing to say to you. We're not going back and forth. You were quite literally beneath me. I'm not about to sit here and go back and forth with you, bitch. You got it. You got it.
That's what I'm
Everything.
saying,
I'm
Aries. That's how I
everything.
am.
I
I
was
ain't got
seeing,
time to be
Everything
arguing
you
with these hoes every
listen.
day. Fuck
I was
I'm
them.
seeing the
everything you
live when
said I
she
am.
lied in
Right.
front of
I'm
like
everything you
400
said I am.
people.
Good. Good. Here, you can have it.
Yo,
I'm not
Rasta, you want
arguing
the
with you.
smoke. You want the
I
smoke.
was in the
We
conversation
don't
when
duck
she
smoke.
lied. Look, I was in the
Duck
conversation when
smoke.
she lied like
You
about
don't duck
400
smoke.
people,
Hold on,
man.
y'all.
About
DJ's talking. What'd you
nah,
say, DJ?
I don't trust Kiera. I don't even know her like that. But I was there that live that night when Zia was confronting her. She said she lied and said like, yeah, I ain't made no accounts with Zia's picture and
She
her
has
story
seven
picture. And
of
then she
them.
got caught in the lie. She was like, yeah, I did it. Now what?
Exactly.
She has seven accounts of ours, and yeah, seven. What are you talking about? Seven.
I mean, come on
Yeah.
now. And
I
then
was
to try to say, oh, y'all's obsessed and stalking. What are you talking about? If somebody
no.
responds to the disrespect, that's very different. But if you're constantly centering one person, I mean, I don't understand how we gonna twist that to, oh, you're stalking me and you're obsessed. You're constantly talking about him. But when you stop going over there, stop giving them something to talk about. Just, I mean,
Many
whatever.
of, you,
Do what
many
you
of y'all
will.
need to be. Many of y'all need to be on your Beyonce era and not address these hoes. Pay these bitches
Exactly.
dust. It's not about ducking a fade. It's not about ducking smoke. Pay these bitches dust. Pay these bitches the dust that they are.
We
Because,
don't
like I
duck
said,
smoke.
I
We
don't know why
it's
don't
the
not
fuck you
duck
about
keep
smoke.
ducking
saying Bennett. I
smoke.
don't know why
Because
you keep
I don't
saying
know why
We
things
you
the
say
don't
same
that.
duck
thing, bruh.
Because
smoke.
we don't either. But like I said, I'm not about to go
Bennett,
back
you've
and
been
forth with
switching
the.
sides like a motherfucking coin, nigga. So
Like
I
I
don't know
said,
what you talking about some fucking we.
anyways,
Wait,
but
Who are
like
what?
I
you
Wait,
speaking
said,
what?
French,
but
nigga?
like
Wait,
I
hold
said,
on, what?
oh,
Hold on,
oh,
hold on, hold on. What you said? I
oh,
ain't hear her.
Are you
oh,
I
speaking French?
what you said?
You
what
ain't
up?
been talking. Where the fuck is this we shit coming at? Cause they not coming at you like that, and I don't see you running over there to the rescue like you used to. So where's the we?
What you mean? I'm always taking up for my man Rasta. I always catch a straight for Rasta, and I don't give a fuck. I don't duck smoke. I don't duck smoke. And you already know, Z. I took a whole bunch of strays for you and came out still walking, still
Like I
walking.
said, we
A whole
Okay,
listen.
bunch of
but this is the
strays,
thing, though. But this is the thing.
and I don't even
Encouraging
care about them.
somebody encouraging somebody to continue to run over to spaces where they're going to lie on you. They're going to make up rumors about you. I don't understand what is the gain here. I just don't.
He's not
It's
encouraging.
not
He's
about that
not
game. It's not about
encouraging.
encouraging. We ain't say run. We ain't say go over there and then sights it. Don't duck the smoke.
I'm getting in the shower.
Don't
Y'all
duck
go
the
ahead.
smoke. We not
I'm getting
ducking
in
the
the
But
smoke.
we
shower.
don't. But it's not about that. I don't think it's about duck and smoke because if you come for me publicly, if you come for me while I'm in the room, yeah, bitch, we can run that. But if you're talking shit
Exactly.
about me in another, if you're talking shit about me in another live, about another topic. I'm not about to waste my time, waste my energy, waste my day when I can be doing so much more important shit than this TikTok, than respectfully, of course, but than this TikTok live internet shit that because I have a lot, we all have lives outside of here. We all have lives and stuff to do outside of here. And I'm not really worried about what a bitch on the internet has to say about me. So if you're talking shit about me in another life and I'm not in it, and then someone sends me, oh, they're talking shit about me, okay, they can talk shit. Let them run their mouths, let them talk to the gums fall
See,
out. I
but
don't
see,
care.
Oh,
that's
but
one,
hold
but
on though.
see,
But hold on though. This is
That's
the
that's the
hypocrisy.
problem. Y'all like
Hold
people
on
talk
one
about you.
second, Bennett. This is the hypocrisy. You literally have a prompt that says "Baby Rasta," and then say he keeps talking about me. He's obsessed with me. You literally have a prompt with an AI picture of me pregnant by Rasta. Come on
My
now.
guy,
No, GP, we do not
No,
have time
Rasta,
for that shit,
GP,
bruh.
I need your
GP,
help,
stop.
please.
Don't bring him back up here, please.
And before y'all start, it's not her being mean or ugly because it's just not the time or the place for it. He can go somewhere else where somebody else can help him. Don't start.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's a million lies every day.
Um,
Everybody know if you got data, I'll come address the data. So the other day, people was inboxing me saying Papaya got data on you. I come to find out it's Facebook screenshots. So it's like, if you got some type of data, I'll come over there and give some clarity because I don't want lies being spread about Roster. Then they gonna say, oh, the lies must be true because Roster been ducking the smoke. So, sometimes I will address data.
I don't even do that. Listen, respectfully, you can do what you want, Rasta, and I appreciate you because look, you stand on business, and that's why I like you. But again, me personally, I'm not doing that. If you think I'm a baby unaliver because some bitch, some underbite bitch from TikTok said that I'm a baby unaliver, then believe that shit, ho. Believe it. I don't unaliver because some bitch said that I'm a baby unaliver, then believe. I don't
Mhm.
care. Believe it. It does not matter to me. You got it. Like I said.
But we got to be prepared for this, especially Zia being a creator and being public with her love life. I mean, we got to just be used to it by now. I'm used to it, but I don't want Zia to let these people get up under her skin because that's what comes with being public with your relationship. You got to be tough. It's not for the weak. So I try to handle all smoke. If the girls want to argue, I'll let Zia handle the woman. I kind of calm the men down. Ain't too many men been running up over here like they used to. I shut their asses down. But it's just been a lot of these messy women. That's why I think somebody had a prompt yesterday. They said, who is more dangerous to being a messy TikTok bully, the men or the woman? And everybody agreed that woman was the most dangerous, messiest people on TikTok. So Zia kind of got her hands full with all these misandrists and all these feminists out here upset that you promoting black love. See, you supposed to be over there rubbing coochies, being scissors with Papaya. They try to recruit her to be on the rainbow train, and they don't like when they see black love. They want to see rainbow men and rainbow women only. And glistening, come on, man, you've been trying for years. You still failed, bro. Like, try again. Go get your hair done. The hell wrong with you? Cam up with your head lopsided, looking like sideshow Bob, and you trying to give some advice about being with a truck driver. The hell wrong with him?
Good morning. Good morning,
what it
everybody.
do? But
Good
yeah, they
morning,
all whacked out, man.
Zia.
They all whacked out. Bohemian whacked out. Papaya whacked out. Papaya obsessed. Look, how you in a happy
Bohemian.
marriage?
I ain't seen Bohemian in a long time. That was your number one ace. Like Bohemian
Nah, you
chose
gotta know
sides
my
with
number
Papaya.
ones is Perez and Beauty. They've been there since before I could go live. But them, I added them as moderators because we disagreed on topics a lot. So I felt like instead of finding the trolls, it'd be more interesting to have them already on there if we disagree and they go come through the watch. That was why my lives was like they was. But nah, though, Boheme went to when I started doing YouTube. Boheme tried to go over there and they straight up embarrassed her ass, yo. I mean, I'm talking like a psychologist held a live panel and shit like that. And her opinions on men and women, I mean, I'm talking over 100,000 views. Like she really got publicly embarrassed.
Yeah, that's horrible for her. You know what I'm saying? But that probably explains why I didn't see her around like that. She probably kind of taking some time to heal and come back from that.
She need to heal from life, man. Cause she is angry because of her past. You feel me? That's why she was angry at men. Cause of her past, she made the wrong decision when she was 19. And
And
she still,
a lot of us like that. Like we gotta stop. I mean, I done been ran through the mud by my baby mama, but I would never come up here and say I hate all black women and all that. Like, do not let your experiences from one
Big
person
facts. Big facts.
blanket everybody because it's not like that.
Big facts. Exactly. A lot of people come up here trauma dumping just to get a feel of what's going on or have sympathy for other people. Man, fuck all that. You going through some shit, just handle it yourself. Be a thug and thug it out. Stop
That's
trying to
right.
cry to the internet to get sympathy.
That's right. That's why I always say
Yeah.
be a gangster.
Hey, Eris, I just want to tell Eris I got what she was saying this morning on Ghost's panel this morning.
About passport, yeah, I cussed that
Yeah,
dumbass
I
out.
was I
Cause
was
it
trying to get up. I
listen,
was trying to get up there and say something, but by the time I got up there, they wanted to just go
listen,
back
he
to the
had me
prompt.
fucked
So I was just
up.
like, fuck it.
Baby, no, that nigga had me fucked up.
Cause I
It's
was
not
so gonna bring
happening.
up that I definitely
Listen,
gonna bring up that PDF shit.
right.
I fuck with passport until they start talking about that shit. When he said that shit, I was like, nah, you lost me then.
Ooh.
You lost me
No, I
then,
should.
bro. I ain't
Bitch,
playing
I
that
forgot
shit.
about it. Damn, I
Okay, now
forgot about
let's
it.
now
I was
we
gonna bring
No,
it
got
up, but they want to go
Rasta,
back to the prompt.
okay,
Rasta, he got mad at.
ladies and gentlemen, we got a new person on the panel. Good morning, Caitlin. You know, this is a safe space over here. We don't do no racism. As you can see, the host is mixed. We got love for the black and the white. So we want to
Look,
say
she
hello.
laughed because you said we don't do racism. I'm just kidding. I don't know why she laughed, but
She said, "Oh, not my type of panel."
but
He said,
anyways,
I'm out of
but
there.
yeah, listen, I cussed his dumb ass out. I called him. Listen, I'm gonna take accountability, Zia and Ross. I'm gonna take accountability. I did call him an eggheaded bastard first. I did insult that ass first, but he had me fucked up up there
Well,
acting
I
like
think
he's
that's the
stupid.
difference, right? When someone says someone's harassing and stalking me and bullying me, but yet we look up and you who got that music playing? Thank you. But we look up and every time I see you, the first thing you do is start talking shit about that person, clowning them. As soon as you get up there in the comments talking shit, how can you say that they're stalking and harassing you when you are literally engaging and going back and forth with this person? Don't play victim now.
No,
Don't do
but
that
here's
victim shit.
But here's the thing.
I
He
agree.
could. He called me. Listen, he called me a bitch. But listen. I insulted that ass first. I got him in his real feelings because he thought that bitch came from his soul, honey. That came from his
See,
soul.
this is what passport. This is what he does. This is what he does. See, his most of his stat don't be wrong, but I started to realize the more I listen to him, it's like, bro, you have some actual trauma against American black women. You have because I've been on some panels where the prompt don't even got nothing to do with women. It was a prompt where they was just talking about bullying in general. His first words coming out, he's like, yep, for example, American black women are on average overweight. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, bro, the prompt ain't even got nothing to do with black women. Ain't even
Yeah,
it's like he had that mindset on every panel he come on. It's like that's the first thing come out of his mouth. It's like, God damn, bro, go to therapy.
yeah. He said that he's boycotting the Black American woman. He said that like last year. So he probably still on his boycott because he was not able to get the quality woman he wants, and he's tired of being rejected. So he's on a boycott. You got to ignore him.
Lolo, honey, are you a shrimpy dick cunt? Yes. Any more questions? Any more
Why?
stupid
Why?
questions you want to ask?
Why would he? Don't you got? Let me see if you got pictures.
Any more to ask?
Why would he? Don't you got? Let me see if you got pictures.
Stupid questions, Lolo? I didn't fucking think so. Stay in your
Can
bum ass
I want to
place.
say, I want to piggyback off what Zia is saying. Because I've been on this app for like, oh my goodness, for God knows how long before they even changed the the way how TikTok used to run. Because I remember even with 200 followers, you can't even go up on a panel. You feel me? So I remember those times when I was like following a bigger creator. She's still a big creator, and I still follow her to this day. And I remember that there were times where she would have conversations because she's a counselor in like real life. So she counseled mostly women all day, especially teenagers going up, and her work is phenomenal, right? But I remember there were times when we would have lives and we would discuss the disparities, the controversy about women and what we go through and trauma and all that stuff. And there would be just other lives about people posting her family, her, especially her husband, like, talking about how she got cheated on, and she doesn't love women and all that stuff. And I'm like, there were times when we would like some of us that still follow her to this day would go to defend her, and all they do is drop mute. You know what I mean? And they still talk their mess and all that stuff. And we had to regroup a little bit, like, because it affected us in a way because we were in it and they start posting us and all that stuff. And I was like, man, we have to regroup from this because what is going to take them to stop? And she was like, your best thing to do is to ignore what they do because eventually they're going to stop. And they did stop, eventually. But then you just have some people that just hold certain things against you and then they use it to their ability. But the thing is that I get what Zia is saying is that if you continue to ignore it or don't go over that space, then that would make sense. Now it's different for men because let me tell you something. I grew up with a lot of brothers, and with them, when they mean by they don't run from smoke, they like the controversy of it all. They like is either they will entertain it just for the fun of it, like I said in the comments about Rasta.
But
I think
Pastor, this is the
Rasta just
thing
loved.
though. But
Yeah,
this
go
is the
ahead.
thing, right? When people start lying about how a child was unalived and putting blame on that person, saying you caused this child to unalive and that weird stuff, when you're able to go that low, even as a mother yourself, when
Yes,
you're able to do that, at that point, you lose all respect for me. There's no need to have a conversation because
for sure.
you take it to the lowest depth. So me needing to explain myself to somebody who is so demonic, I just don't feel like you're gonna. There's no purpose in that.
And that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Because but the thing is with oh my goodness, I wish I could explain it the way that my brother explained it to you. But for them, it's like, oh yeah, you crossed the line. Okay, I'm just gonna say and do whatever because now you crossed that line. But for us women, it's like, oh, you want to go there. It's either I'm gonna take you there, or I'm just gonna leave you where you at. Because honestly, this is one thing. I'll go back and forth with anybody any day, especially women, because that's where my ratchet point is at, right? But when you start talking about children, oh yeah, that's when you cross the line. That's when I'm gonna either like I'm gonna dig up something that hurts you the most, and I'm gonna use it against you. But you
Yeah,
just
but at
have
the
some
same
people
time, though,
you just have some people
it's
that
just
just like,
pointless. It's to
yeah,
me,
that's what I'm saying. That's
right?
what I was
Like
gonna say after that. Yeah.
even this morning, you literally have a prompt up with the AI picture of me pregnant and baby Rasta. So you're literally inviting the conversation. You're trying to bait people into the lives, and then you mute them, and then you don't let them talk. So what's the point of going over there? Because the moment you
Yeah.
try to tell me, shut the fuck up, you can't talk right now. Oh, I'm gone. You ain't gotta.
Yeah.
I will hold on, Pastelas. You'll
No,
never
I'm fine.
motherfucking hear me beg to get a word in. I don't fucking. Who the fuck do you think you are? Let me. You can talk all the shit you want about me, but guess what? The fact is, bitch, I'm on your mind so heavy that you waking up making prompts, waking up out your sleep to see what the fuck is going on my live, running over there so mad. Rasta said this about you. Rasta said that about you. He thinks I'm pretty. Do you need that much validation from somebody where you are constantly having to try to prove that they think you're attractive? Who gives a fuck?
And I want to say one thing. I literally cracked my eyes and scrolled. As soon as I came in sundress, when she put the picture with you having a baby, here go Tasia. There that bitch go. There go that bitch right there. There go, like, it's like, what? Like, why do you even have to address me? Why you gotta talk to me? And then you don't even want. And then the second thing she did was muted. She muted me in the comments. I
Yep.
indexed.
Yeah, that's
I, I,
weird.
I indexed Sundress, and I told Sundress, and then she was like, "Oh, okay." Like Sundress didn't
We
even
don't
unmute
care.
me. So it's like,
Yeah,
what's
because they're
going
doing it
on?
to
Undress doesn't
antagonize
care
you.
Like, so why would you make a prompt and say that I got Zia pregnant if you don't even want me to talk or
because
comment?
because
Like you
sundress
said,
and
don't
them
know
don't
what.
care. They do it to antagonize people. They do it for views and clicks. They don't
Exactly. They
care.
don't
So
care.
that's why I literally. That's like when they kept inviting me up there after Kira dogged me out in front of 575 people, and they kept inviting me and sending me invites with that bitch up there. I'm not about to go back and forth with her. You're not.
Exactly.
No. Why am I about to go back and forth with the bitch who literally told me that she wished the president unalived me? No, no. Why am I going to do that? She's quite literally beneath
Yeah.
me. Like I said, she literally
Because
jokes
that's
about.
the
She
Eris, you're
jokes about.
right. Because think about it. Without you going back and forth, the views will drop. The content will suffer. They need you. They have to have it. But when you stop giving it to them, their fire will starve. Let that
Yeah, I
fire
heard
starve.
that.
She
Yeah,
kept. She
I heard
kept.
that.
She kept. Yeah, they both, Tasia and Sundress, kept both inviting me up there when she was up there, and I'm like, oh, maybe. I'm like, wait a minute, this is messy talk. They want me to go back and forth with this bitch. They want me to go and get out of character and yell and go back and forth and scream at her. I'm like I said, I am not going back and forth with a bitch who jokes about putting her kids in cages. She can literally have that. Thank you.
Yeah, at
Yeah,
some level, you got to have some level of decorum for yourself. Like,
yeah,
listen,
that's
I'm
true.
not, because eventually people start trying to get confused. They get confused. Who's the fool here? Right? What's they saying? You argue with a fool, you become the fool. Fuck
Yep.
that. Let them be the fucking fool and just be like, y'all so pathetic and keep on scrolling. Y'all ain't got no fucking control because the moment you give people your energy, you give them they have control. You can't afford my energy. You too low vibrational. You can't sit at my table. I don't give a fuck what you think. If I lived my life giving a fuck what people thought, I would have no life.
Pastelis, you
That's
said you were
true.
there.
Type
Hold
shit.
on,
Turn
Pastelis, you
up.
said you were there when she was doing that. Yeah, you
No,
were. I
I was
remember.
no, I was saying that like a couple years. I would say like a good 3 years in. I think if you're talking about reset, yeah, I've been scrolling through lives, and all I see is Zia, Rasta, and I'm like, oh man, I'm like, okay, yeah, let me get up out of here. But that's why I was saying that it reminds me when I was still following this big creator, and they did the same thing to her, especially with her husband. She had to private her Instagram page, but she kept it pushing regardless, but she told us that to just stop trying to defend because eventually they're going to stop. So that's why I was saying that I agree with with Zia. It's just that some people they just like to entertain it. You know what I mean? And to be honest, Rasta even if whether Rasta like it or not, Rasta like to entertain it because to him he wants to defend his name and his character because but a lot of people are still going to say, hey, you're still a fool, you're still a this, you're still a that. They're gonna call you for what they think you are. But that's what bottom feeders do. They're going to feed off anything. You get what I'm saying? That's what bottom
Oh
feeders
yeah, you
do.
make perfect sense.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like the people that I associate with on this app, all of y'all, we're just different in that. I don't need to drag a bitch and talk about somebody's wife and kids all goddamn day and make prompts talking shit. I don't need to do that. If I got to do all that for content, then I should not be trying to do content. I'm not good at it.
Now I will drag you. Now, if you come for me, I will drag you, just like I dragged Kiara's dumbass when she came up here that one day on her other
Turn
alt account.
up. Oh
Dra-
shit.
That's Zia. I drugged that bitch. I drugged that bitch from hell to high water. I drugged her to hell and back. I drugged that bitch. And then I left it alone. Because again, yeah, you had me fucked up and I didn't get to drag you. You came up here and it was a perfect opportunity.
I mean, it's just weird, right? Because when somebody defends themselves after you've started to come at them, you can't then try to call yourself a victim, right? And they do that. They'll come at somebody constantly, and then when they respond, they're like, he's obsessed, she's obsessed. No, they're responding to what you're saying. And every time I look up, watch the Zia, watch the same shit. And then you got the audacity to say, I'm stalking you? Girls, you crazy? Are you fucking nuts?
No, never crimson double chin. Nobody.
Nobody fucking worried about you, bitch. Who the fuck are you? And what the fuck are
Sorry,
you so mad about?
Zia. I'm sorry. I didn't. I meant it, but I'm trying. I'm trying to be. I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to be better.
Hey,
But
it is what it is. They take you there, you know? Rossi, what is this on the fucking, what is this?
Rasa come with new data every day. It says, here is a chapter of our history that rarely makes the textbooks. Before integration, many black classrooms were outperforming the very society they told us we could never match. We had higher test scores, stronger math students, more college bound graduates, achieved with hand me down textbooks, overcrowded rooms, and a budget that couldn't stretch as half as far. Black people also was inventing the most inventions in the 18th century when they didn't even have shoes on their feet. So
Tell
integration,
you about that.
ma'am, sir, just sir, do the data. You will see that all the inventions, the air conditioner, all of them, it say 18, 18, 18. The 1800s, black people had more farmland and we had less money and less Gucci and less Chanel bags, and we was way better as a society. So is it safe to say that integrating with the colonizers was the worst decision that African Americans have ever made in their
Man, I've
history?
been saying that, bro. The worst thing we did was follow Martin Luther
What?
King.
That's
We should have followed Malcolm X. Malcolm X was right. Boy, we
no.
listened to
Let me
Martin
tell
Luther
you about
King, and
Martin
now we
though.
fucked.
So
If you, if
Martin actually saying it during like his unalignment. He like one of the last speeches that he actually made was against everything that he ever preached. When he was like the integration of a burning house. I forgot what he said, but he
He said,
was
I
just
fear I led
like,
my
He
people
said he
into a
led his
burning
yeah.
people
building.
to the depths of the hell, bro.
Exactly, yeah. I ran my people into a burning building. That shit was real. That nigga was really hitting on that
Like,
because he
yeah,
was just like he
he
started to see
look.
that shit.
Listen, I give him
That's
credit.
that's like Rasta.
Listen, I give
What
him credit.
Rasta
He
was.
got us accepted, in society every day. He got them to stop coming in our neighborhoods and graping us and stuff like that. I give him credit for that. But from an economic standpoint, and all that, nah, we worse now. We now we stuck under there. We're
But
never gonna get up to a
but
certain point now.
Yup.
this the thing though about it though. Even when we had Malcolm, we had our friend Hamptons, we had our Clayton. I forgot what buddy's name was, but he was also like the co-founder of the Black Leaders, right next to Huey P. Newton. Everybody know Huey P. Newton. They don't know the other brother. But this is the thing though. Like we had so much shit back then. Like it's really actually a name for this shit. Like when we think like this, when we say, "Oh, integration wasn't that good," like they actually have a name for it. That's why they don't even cover up certain shit. Certain shit, you'll see them cover up the name of Fort Bragg, and then they'll bring it back and shit like that. But no, certain shit they not gonna cover up because they feel like they won and they haven't. You feel me? And then it's like they also want to preach that rhetoric of separation. That's why a lot of the shit now when you see it like how Rasta was saying, we had higher test scores back then when we wasn't, you know what I'm saying, integrated. It was a lot of shit like with the Indians. The Indians would have had their whole goddamn civilization had they not integrated with the YT people, and the YT people took their names and stole their kids and did all this type of stuff where they tried to integrate them. That shit came way before even black people. That shit started in the
Man,
well,
nineteen
listen,
if the
listen.
col if
You
the
gotta
colonizers left the
understand
native
that black people were here too. So we were the
if the
black people that
that
happened
colonizers
to.
part.
if the colonizers left the Native
Well,
Americans
we
alone,
was everywhere. I like to talk about the
yes,
Kenazi and the Black Seminoles, and I like to talk about the
yes.
plenty of tribes that was here before the colonizers. You know what I'm saying? Like they took Carroll County, Georgia. If anybody know where that's at, they took that whole tribe of Cherokee in Carroll County, Georgia, and they reclassified them as colored on the second census document to help the narrative and push that a lot of people came from slave ships. Not saying nobody did, but still they took
That
classes
part.
and they changed the names to them of colored on the second census
No, no.
document.
Let me tell y'all about something, right? So the greatest military, I guess, disgrace or whatever they want to call it is actually when the Seminoles actually beat the U.S. military, and the U.S. military told the Seminoles down in Florida, "Hey, yo, you know what? Since y'all won the war and everything like that, we just gonna come through and stuff like that, and just give y'all props. Y'all have this whole land. We're gonna separate it from America." And came through 2 days later and tried to annihilate them and push them out their own damn land. After they done already won the war, what was classified as them winning the war, it was a disgrace from U.S. military history because that's when you're supposed to hand over the white flag. And what they did was instead of hand over the white flag, they actually brought more and more troops during what was supposed to be a peace seminar.
Yeah, that's true. That's why the Seminoles are very important. That's one of the only tribes that
Yeah,
was
I need to.
documented defeating the troops from the American army. And they used the water, all those marshlands in Florida. You know, they couldn't navigate that, but the truth the Indians could, because that's their land, and that's
Or that's why they kept on losing every single fight. They kept coming down there trying to knock them Seminoles out, and them motherfuckers was like, "Nigga, you don't
But they
even know this
So,
land like that."
but they kept the women and children for the specific reason Rasta got this up because they need us. So they didn't do integration for. They didn't have integration for us. They had integration to help them out because they didn't know how to survive. And before integration, before Martin Luther King was pushing the narrative, they did it with the Great Depression. During the Great Depression, we was doing wonderful. We was doing great, magnificent. They were doing horribly, which is why they
because
implemented plans for the Democratic Party is when the shift came. Because every time they doing bad, they need a black person. They need black people to help their numbers. And that's what they
so
did with integration.
how we gonna get our shit back together? Let's say I put up a couple $1,000 and I get us a nice organization that's owned by us for us, which is better than Black Lives Matter. You know, do you think black people going to be willing to subscribe to $1 a day? You know, $30 a month, like the Triple K do. If we just get a
Hell
thousand,
yeah, hell yeah.
okay, well we gonna see because I'm gonna put that money up. That's my ultimate goal of hustling. I want to get organized, so at least even if we do go back to slavery, at least I can know that I tried my best to
nigga,
organize my
don't put that in
community.
the universe. No, please don't ever put
I,
that in the universe. Don't ever put that out there.
Okay, well, basically what I'm saying, because we already in slavery right now. You just not on a plantation. We are debt slaves. But
We always
let's just say that it gets worser and worser. At least I will go to sleep at night knowing I tried my best to fight and start a economic revolution. But we can't just sit back and get on TikTok every day and don't do nothing about the condition that we are in today. We got to do something about
No, I disagree. I disagree with not with what you're saying, but I disagree with like the framework because this economy, this capitalist society is only beneficial to the top 1%. So if we're going to really do an economic revolution, whatever, we're going to have to, we're just genuinely going to have to stop spending money. We're going to have to stop, literally hold our dollars and stop spending money. But nobody's going to do that because everybody's too comfortable.
it.
Everybody wants
Listen,
their comforts. So unless we stop spending money and stop it, like completely stop spending money until to the point where the billionaires can't afford or it can't afford or slash or profit anymore, nothing's going to change.
okay, so how do you think we can rebuild Black Wall Street without spend? You saying don't spend money with YT companies because we
No,
got to spend money with each
I'm
other.
saying stop. No, listen what I'm saying. I'm saying stop spending money. Period.
Okay,
Stop
so
spending money. Period.
how do
Because
you
this
think we're
because
going to rebuild Black Wall Street without spending money?
The
if we're
other
on. I think
countries,
we're. I think.
really.
Listen.
Yeah, facts. I can't even stunt.
I
Like
think
when we got India and Africa and all these other places that also produce the same amount of goods that we do and have the same things as us, it's not that easy to cut out. I mean, it's not that hard to cut off America like these other countries have. Even
Listen,
China, that was one of our biggest exports, cut us off. If we can't, as people, cut our,
because of the
you know what I'm
dumbass.
saying?
They cut
I'm
us off because
asking.
the
Okay,
dumbass origin
I'm
orangutan
asking.
took office.
I'm gonna go around and asking the question. I want y'all to answer. How can we rebuild Black Wall Street without spending no money? Starting with Aris.
Matter of fact, no, start with me. Start with me because I'm really sensible on this topic. I can tell you.
So do you think
Matter of fact,
do you
uh,
agree? Do
I
who
feel like I feel
okay,
like we can
Twan.
because no,
Okay, you feel like we
No,
can rebuild Black Wall Street without spending no money?
no.
fam. Let me
Here,
tell
hold
you
on.
about what's happening in
Let me
America.
let
Oh,
me expand y'all mindsets even further because I think we're thinking too small. Why are we just start thinking about Black Wall Street? Why are we not thinking about Black Wall Street? Why don't we go back to a black society where we cut out everyone, like where we cut out everyone that's not for us, cut out everybody or and not just everyone,
Okay,
everything that's
let's
not
just focus,
everything.
please, let's focus on one question at a time. Then we can go to the black society because again, you cannot have an all black country or state or city
But
without
black,
spending money to buy up the land and the businesses. Like, so how we gonna do anything without spending money?
I mean, I get where you're coming from, but again, Wall Street, in by its definition, is capitalist. It's exploitative. They're draining money to put it to enrich themselves. Wall Street, for all its benefits for the black people, it was basically the same thing as white Wall Street. The only reason why Black Wall Street doesn't exist is because the hold on, the only reason why Black Wall Street doesn't exist anymore is because the white people got jealous. They got envious and jealous.
Well,
They
they
didn't want.
called it. Back in the day, they just called it Black Wall Street, but it wasn't like stocks and bonds trading like the white people Wall Street. It's two completely different types of Wall Street. They just called it Black Wall Street because we owned everything and we circulated our money in the community. It was completely different from the New York City white man Wall Street. So again, everything is about money. Who you give your money to is who you give your power to. The answer is not hoarding money. The answer is spending money with your own people in your own community so we can get each other rich, which goes back to us re building by using our money. $30 a month, $1 a day. If you got 1,000 people in your city putting up $30 a month, that's $30,000 a month. You could go towards building 24-hour gym centers where people can bring their kids. So now you got a gym slash daycare. You got a loophole because a lot of women can't even work certain jobs at certain hours because they don't have a babysitter. We don't got to wait for the government to give us food stamps. We can buy land and grow our own food like we used to do. You know what I'm saying? We can be 100% independent and self-sufficient, even if we got raggedy textbooks, just like what the prompt says. With the worst conditions of humanly possible, black people was doing better than the white people with nothing. All we had was each other. So we have to go back to that. We can't just say, oh, hide all your money in the pillow. Don't spend no money with nobody. Like, we need money. Money makes the world go round. We just got to be careful who we spending our money with.
That goes into a deeper part too, what I talk about. So, which we know, black people, we topped out at 1.5 trillion at our highest spending consumption rate. And that was like 2, 3 years ago. So that, for example, if we was to take our spending out of the white businesses, start exercising boycotting for spending in our labor, put our labor into our own businesses, that right there would cripple the economy within 6 months.
Yep, and because we got people right now with college degrees, they still can't even get a job. Like black people have an unemployment rate at 8.3%. It was just on the news last week. They said it wasn't that bad in the past 75 years. We literally in the undercover recession. Just because the news didn't say it's a recession doesn't mean that we're not in a current recession. I mean, silver just topped $66 an ounce. 3 years ago, silver was $20 an ounce. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is paying attention to what's really going on in the economy and in politics. And as long as we depending on the white man to give our sons and daughters a job, we depending on the white man to do everything for us, we always going to be the biggest losers. We have no choice but to
Agree.
unite, put our money together, and rebuild our own economies and infrastructures. It's like no choice at this point. Are we gonna literally be in a permanent state of poverty? We are 10 years away from being in a permanent state of poverty for the majority.
Agree. And then you also have to well, I want to add to it that the population is slowly decreasing, and in 5 years it would decrease. I would say 5 times faster than the rate that it's going now. And the only and I only incorporate this because we
Whose
also have
population?
to. I'm sorry, say that again.
I was asking whose population.
I'm talking about the black population, especially
Okay.
in America.
So
And
I done put together about 7 studies. I can show them to you later on. But our population is increasing, and the white population, white American population, is decreasing more than 22% in the last 50 years. So we're actually increasing, and that's a part of the racist implement saying we can't be racist we can't systemically control nothing. They're trying to make our numbers look smaller by lying. But if you match up the documents, we're growing.
Okay, well, I'll take a look into it. I was just saying that, like, based on the stats that I've read, like, it was probably like two stats that I've read, and I think, no, is it .gov? No, it's not .gov. But I do know that based on the sources that I was reading, is that the population was slowly decreasing, and it was saying in prediction of 5 years that it will go 5 times faster than the rate that it's going now. And the thing is that the reason why I was incorporating that is the simple fact that the violence that we put against each other, and then and then on top of that, even worse, the stupid conversation about like gender wars and all that stuff. I don't even go into that honestly, but at the same time, this is what's going around because it's like a me versus you type of thing. Like one thing about me is that I will always advocate for men, and as well as I advocate for women. Right now, with me advocating for men, I'm not advocating for the stupid dumb and the dummy. You know what I mean? I'm advocating for the men that knows they know how to protect their family fully in any aspect, in every aspect in their life. And a lot of people think that, oh, so you only think that men just protect and provide money, and I'm like, no, that's not what I meant. If he can provide dignity and honor, a respect to himself, a self discipline, a strict program, something with structure, then that's a man that I respect, right? That's why I don't go into the Pookies and the Ray Rays and all that stuff because at the end of the day, who's the byproduct of that all is people that come from a single family home. I'm not gonna be specific, but that's where it at. Now, when it comes to the woman, yes, I'm an advocate for women that understand that togetherness is better than than standing alone. Because in Jamaica, I've always said this because my families are Jamaican. Jamaicans always say, no man is an island, no man stands alone. So if you're in here, like, yes, cool, you could be an independent woman if you want to. Nobody's stopping you from doing that. Nobody's stopping you from, getting on your own because this is either what you had to do or this is what you wanted to do. But we cannot sit here and say that, okay, I can thrive off just by, doing it by myself because in the next few years, you're either going to be evicted. Either going to be stressed alone. Nobody's going to be there to save you. All of that stuff, right? But for the woman that think like a village, who knows that it takes a village to raise a child, that's who I advocate for. So that's why I was saying that I wanted to add that into it too. Because yes, even though it's about money, raise a child, that's who I advocate for. So that's why I was saying that I wanted to add that into it too. Because yes, even though it's about money, not what we would just about the money, but the resources. Because resources is important. That's how you intricate things, right? With that, it also has to come with support. And us women, we are our biggest support when it comes to resources. That's why when I brought up and I love the fact that you brought up the part that we are the ones that's why when I brought up and I love the fact that you brought up the part that we are the ones that spend the biggest money because honestly they these big companies make more money off of us than their own people. They just know how to circulate it. And I always brought up the fact that us women, you can do whatever you want with your hair. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it, but it's the fact that we spend over $1 billion to the Asian company by buying their hair instead of taking the hair that they got and sell it within our company, then we would have been the one that have the $1 billion circling around. But $1 billion only lasts less than 6 hours in our community, in our spending industry. So that says a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why we got to get our shit together. You know what I'm saying? I was on another panel and they was black people was bragging, talking about we better than the Jamaicans because we got all these trillions of spending power. And I'm like, what's the point of bragging about the money you make if you just gonna give it right back to the white man. If you bragging about Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada, and how you driving the Benz, then it's like, what's the point? I don't want to make $1 million if I can't use it to rebuild my black community. If you tell me that I got $1 billion, but I only can spend it with the white man, what's the point of me having all this money? It don't make no sense to me. So we got to change our whole mind frame of thinking. Just because I made it out of poverty, I'm at the top of the mountain, I can't smile and be happy when I look down at the bottom of the mountain and I see 10 million black people starving, eating mud pies and grass. Like, why do I feel good about that? If I can't put the ladder down to help my people get up to the top. So, a lot of these people are sellouts. Like, we born into a war. It's a lot going on with these secret societies, and they fear black unity because they know once the African Americans get their shit together, the revolution is going to be on the horizon. When I travel the world, I see black people not making enough money, whether it's Haiti, Jamaica, Africa, any black country on the face of the planet, they make $100, $200 a month. I'm not talking about the black people that live in Europe. I'm talking about most black owned and controlled companies. They make a couple $100 a month, if that. Only in America do you see black people walking around with all of these expensive material items. They smoking $20 blunts of Zaza every day. We the ones that have the most disposable money. So if we don't use
Zaza, you feel me?
if we don't use some of that money, which can be small, like $30 a month, $20 a month, to go towards our own advancement, then nobody else want to be able to do it. No matter how bad the Jamaicans want to do it, they just cannot afford it. No matter how bad the Africans want to do it and they fighting for revolution, what can they do when they only making $5 a day? So everybody, the whole black race on the face of the planet is literally depending on the African Americans to get their shit together. And that's why they pay all these rappers and stuff to keep us distracted, because they know how powerful we are. We just don't know how powerful we are.
They keeping us distracted with the rappers and shit because we don't pay attention to all aspects of life. And really we are science. We created science, we created astrology, mathematics, the numbers, a system in whole. So of course they don't want us to get back to where we know we created this stuff. And that's why I always like to say, whether people get offended or not, slavery was a choice. The slavery we going through today is a choice because you always got a choice in life. I ain't gonna never let nobody harm my child without me being harmed in the ultimate way and incapable of doing nothing about it. So when we take out fear of being harmed by people, fear of not being able to survive without the economy backing us because we're doing something different, that's when we start to see, like, naturally, we're survivors, we're creators.
And I think
So
that's the problem, fear. I think because, back in the days, our ancestors used to see people hanging from a tree every other day. They used to see the most horrendous crimes. So they kind of got used to it, and they become fearless. But these days, black people ain't really seen nothing unless it was black on black crime. So now it's like a lot of black men, first of all, a lot of them not even in the household, whether they deadbeats or they got pushed out the household because a black woman says she's strong and independent and she don't need no man, or whether the black man is just pacified, and because he don't want to go to jail, he don't want to go to prison. I feel like any man that is afraid to go to jail or afraid to go to the graveyard deserves to watch their children die. If the YT man can hang your children from a tree, if the police officer can shoot your teenager down in the street, and you ain't gonna do nothing but pray to Jesus about it, you deserve to be a slave. Because there is no fear, there is no such freedom ain't free. And if you ain't willing to shed blood for what you believe in your family and your community, then you always gonna be a slave. And that's the problem. A lot of
No,
people
that
have fear. Go
that
ahead.
reminds me of this quote that I seen though, right? This quote says, You cannot call yourself peaceful if you are not capable of violence. You understand me? And it triggered me because it was like peace and violence. How do they correlate, right? But I kept reading that shit, and the shit said you're only peaceful when you're capable of violence. If you're not capable of violence, don't call yourself peaceful, call yourself harmless. You understand me?
Oh, I
And I
like
really
that.
got to thinking it fast. So you got to really actually dig deep down inside and say, is this a sense of morality or is this a sense of insecurity? Almost to say, and I'll use that word. Even though I want to use a better word, is it a sense of security or insecurity? Because if I can't go to a certain steps in order to, you know what I'm saying? Like if I can't even put out the presence that I would fuck you up, but I'm just not going to, oh, you gonna run all over me. You gonna do all types of shit. That's why the
So,
motherfuckers was scared. That's why certain shit ain't in history right now. Because when we revolted and shit like that, if they saw that shit that we are peaceful instead of harmless, oh, the motherfuckers act right. And I'll land my plane on that.
oh, Tarsky, I like you said that because my mentor said something similar to that because she always said that people always say, oh, I just want my peace, I just want my peace, and she was like, you only just want your peace because you have this fear of challenges, and challenges comes with what obstacles, and a lot of people run away from them instead of facing them. The more you face them, the more you see closer to what peace is. So I like that you even brought that up because I'm like, I think that's what we're also missing in our community. And I don't know, I like that. I'm gonna clap my hands off to that. Yeah.
Well,
Facts.
I don't have
Shoot
much.
with the follow.
I don't have much optimistic. I ain't gonna lie. Like I wish our community could get better and have our own wealth and stuff like that. I just don't see it. Just because we went from the most unified community and race to the most divisive and most divided. Like we can't even to order all this to happen. We got to have collaboration. We got to have unity. And me personally, I just don't see a path where it's ever gonna happen again. I just don't see it. I don't. We can't even get along on TikTok, let alone in the real world.
I
So
mean,
I
I
just don't
mean,
see it.
I understand, but at the same time, when you know that you're born into a war, and you as a man should be a warrior, that means you cannot go down without a fight. I can hear 10 million black people say they hate themselves and they bleach their skin, but I'm still gonna try to figure out how to form an organization that like-minded black people can go to make a difference. Because if you want to be a devil, you can call the Triple K, you can call the police, you can call MAGA, you can call the JE. It's so many evil organizations you can go to. But if somebody say, hey man, I'm tired of the bullshit, I want to see organic food, I want the black people to organize, where can I go? There is no Black Panther Party that's really relevant. The NAACP was created by YTJEWS people. There is really nothing that's for us and by us. Everything is an illusion. Even BET is owned by white people. So I'm not going out without a fight. I'm gonna put my money up with, find me some lawyers, try to organize and goddamn have a website that we can go to and put our funds together, and we can try to make some shit happen. Even if we got to move like a secret society. When I studied the Triple K, that's why they wear the white hood. They don't want you to know. They said these niggas don't even know that I'm the one miseducating their children. The doctor, why you think why you think black women unalive at 5 times the rate as everybody else when it comes to delivering a baby in the hospital? That's because half of y'all doctor is a Triple K member and you don't even know it. Okay? The only way to beat a secret society is to move around like a secret society. You can't be like the Black Panthers going on TV, putting your fist up in the air saying the white man is the devil. You making yourself an easy target. You got to play the game how they play it. Oh yeah, I'm a fair person. I believe in Jesus. I love white people. But behind the scenes, you're going to put your money and your energy in the communities that need it the most, which is the black community. You just can't say that you're going to work for black people because everybody going to turn their back on you. You know, the only way to beat a secret society is to move like one. And I just want to land with that.
Shout out to all the black
I
doctors.
agree with that. I agree with that.
Yes, shout out to my doctor that actually delivered my baby. So yes, I actually agree with him on that because and also if nobody knows this, but everybody know now. But I am actually studying to become a sonographer and to hopefully expand those expertise elsewhere, especially because my family is from Jamaica, and they also, they give the most birth and all that stuff, along with places in Africa, in different countries in Africa. I wanted to expand my expertise there because even though they give their birth rate is high, their marriage and their birth rate is high, which I commend them wholeheartedly. It's just that like what when I go into that field and I read upon some things about like how the maltreatment that black women get, it's so sad. It is so heartbreaking because some of those things that the women that complain about while they're going through those issues, giving birth, do you know that it's so simple, like the simplest thing that they could avoid. And I honestly think that it's not just because they don't know much about our bodies, it's also because they probably know half of what's going on in our body and they choose to ignore it because they think that we are quote unquote the strongest one. Now, don't get me wrong, yes, we are resilient in any ways possible because our body works in the most mysterious way. I even still question it, right? But that was one of the reasons why I wanted to expand the expertise of being a sonographer, because when you go into these other countries, they also tell you or give you other experiences on how to incorporate things about when it comes to giving birth because it's one of the most crucial things, right? The thing is that a lot of white doctors, a lot of white surgeons, whatever expertise that they have in healthcare, a lot of them are not going to Africa to learn how they give birth. A lot of them are not going to Jamaica, Bermuda, Brazil. A lot of them are not going into these places on how to learn about the black body. But it's funny how they know how to ask us to donate, right? Because of what? Because we have the best organs.
Yep.
That's why the black market is here today. It- that's how they know. But that's, you see what I'm saying? That's why I said like it's not because they don't know. They know half of what's going on. They just don't care. And that's why I said I wanted to go to school for that. and
Yeah,
and
well,
hopefully, yeah.
yeah, we need more black doctors. Even me, the same doctor delivered all three of them because I always been pro black and I always been who I am today. And Dr. Ravenel delivered all three of my children. I didn't play no games. And I really wish that black people would stop thinking that other people care about you. It's so many naive black people that I see on TikTok complaining about how the hospital mistreated them, and I'm like, what do you expect them to do? It was like a news article 2 years ago about a YT lady at the hospital in Virginia. She was literally going to the NICU unaliving the black newborn babies. She had got rid of like 25 babies before they finally caught her. And I think she only did like 5 years in prison. Like I was on their ass in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? So they know. And listen, we have to, and I'm gonna pull up another data tomorrow. The next time Zia let me take over her panel, it's literally an article that says black people with black doctors live longer. I don't know how many years on average. That's why I got to get the article, but it's already got data to confirm. The best thing you can do is to make sure you got a doctor that look like you. because those doctors' job is to make money for the pharmaceutical companies, and they want to use you as a guinea pig to test out different pills to see what work and what don't. They don't care about you. Like they don't care about as a guinea pig to test out different pills to see what work and what don't. They don't care about you. Like they don't care about you. That's why they put hoods on their face. They gonna smile in their face and stab you in the back. Nobody can smile in your face and stab you in the back better than the colonizers. I mean, look what they did to the Indians. They helped them survive through the winter, and they gave them thank you blankets full with smallpox. And then they came in the middle of the night and assassinated them. And then they rub it in their face every single year and turn it into a holiday. Like nobody can smile in your face and stab you in the back. Assassinated them, and then they rub it in their face every single year and turn it into a holiday. Like nobody in the back better than them, and y'all still trust them.
So before it was Thanksgiving, it was actually National Evacuation Day. So that was when the British actually left, America, and America saw themselves as, oh, we the one. But a lot of people don't understand. That means that they just took the land from the Indians. America saw themselves as, oh, we the one. But a lot of people don't understand. That means that they just took the land from the Indians, from the English. So you already took some stolen land, and motherfuckers don't be talking about that. How I took the land from the Indians, from the English, some stolen land, and motherfuckers don't be talking about that. How Rasta said, they celebrate that shit every year, ritualistically, cult like. You understand that don't be talking about that. How Rasta said, they celebrate that shit every year, ritualistically, cult like. You understand that we took all of this land from the Indians who previously owned this motherfucker. We didn't discover shit. We took some shit. All of this land from the Indians who previously owned this motherfucker. We didn't discover shit. We took some shit, and they celebrate that shit. Now go ahead and rest on that.
Yeah, you got to be
Well, I say,
better.
man,
Go ahead, bro.
they attack us. They attack us with the food. They attack us more ways than not, and they make it to where they ain't even gotta lift a hand and do it no more, cause we doing it to ourselves. We already know about the soul food. We ain't gotta talk about soul food and how that got us all in the bind and stuff like that. But it's as deep as they put fluoride in our bodies, man, in our toothpaste. How that got us all in the bind and stuff like that. But it's as deep as they put fluoride in our bodies, man, in our toothpaste. It's fluoride in most people's toothpaste in their bathroom right now. That's been proven by black and white doctors and scientists that it decreases your IQ by damaging your neurological cells. It decreases the strength in your teeth. You know what I'm saying? It's harming you all the way around, but they use it for a quick fix. It's something you don't know that's harming you. Like swimming pools, the chlorine, that's stuff that's all calcifying different parts of our body, specifically your pineal gland. You can talk about it or not. These are things that's messing us up when we can't sleep right, and yeah, the pineal gland is responsible for the natural melatonin. We can't sleep right. That affect everything. Our hormones, our anger, that post traumatic stress disorder we get, even the postpartum depression women get. You feel what I'm saying? Like this is some real shit. And these GMOs and all these chemicals we pumping in our body, we doing it by choice now. And guess what? We love to take government benefits. We love to take EBT in our body. We love to take government EBT. Choice now. And guess what? EBT, WIC, even though the products the government says is approved, they all got different chemicals that break down your body different ways. They're harm. They all got different chemicals that break down your body different ways. They harm you. They harm your child.
That government cheese. I still remember that government cheese.
Oh God.
That government cheese. I still remember that government cheese.
God.
I still remember that government cheat.
And
Because
that's how the
trying
black
to,
Yeah, that's how the black doctors are dangerous too because they sign an
yeah,
oath. They sign an oath just like black police officers still sign an oath that they have to move.
uh-huh,
Yeah, that's how the black doctors are dangerous too because they sign an
yeah.
oath. They sign an oath. They'll sign an oath that they have to move on whatever the government approves them to move on. Just like they can't disclose your information with other people that break a HIPAA law. It's a law that prevents them from disclosing certain information to you as the patient.
Yes, I agree with that too. I agree with that too. I gotta leave, but Zia, I just want to say this, because I, I be trust me, I be seeing some things and I just have to scroll away. But I will say to Zia that um, just continue to be kind to yourself and those who are important to you. People are gonna say what they're gonna say. Period. People always say things about me, and I just be laughing at their face. But you know how to hold your own. I see you holding your own. Continue to hold your own. And
Baby.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You got a right hand man right here. This man is a smart man. They over like I be
All
hearing some
right,
things.
guy.
Yeah, I be hearing some things about him, and I'm like, I'm gonna be in my mind. I'm like, first of all, y'all on TikTok, y'all don't know these people in real life, and y'all got all this
And
information
that's
on
what it
them.
is, Marcellus. That's so true. A part of me is like, you don't know. It's like, how can you judge somebody you've never met or spoken to, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know that person. You never been to their house. You don't know how they live in. You have no idea.
Exactly. So I'm like, you got a right hand man right here. This man is a smart man. This man, it look like he reads a lot. Look, I'm a reader. That's how I know. That's how I get my information, right? But just continue to do you. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn about these people. These people, like I said, the bottom feeders. The more you shed skin to them, the more they gonna keep eating. So
Well, let's think about
that's
this,
it.
right? Let's think about this. We're over here talking about how to be better as a community, right?
Yes.
How many people were in here? Very few, right? But let me have talked about, or with Ross and I talked about who we gonna beat up on Thursday. Room would be packed, and that's
Oh,
how we gotta stop moving like that as a community. We gotta stop being so anxious to be part of some bullshit and some drama because it's not serving us. It's hurting us.
Yeah, I've been trying to
facts.
separate. I've been trying to
Facts.
separate myself from these low vibrational people to the point where I started shopping for like three-piece suits. Like I want to go to the lounge in a three-piece suit. I want to dress like Marcus Garvey and Malcolm X used to be dressing in their 30s. Like I don't even want to dress like a rapper no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to
Yeah.
separate myself from all that other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So,
Elevate.
but so people can see that we mean business. Like we honestly don't even got time to play. It's a documentary and a book called Powernomics, and they said that by 2035, African Americans are literally going to be in a permanent state of poverty. We don't have
Mm,
time to play. We need to get our shit together. We need to be going to China. We need to start cutting the middleman out and stop being consumers and learn how to be a producer. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you love your children, do it for them because they the ones that's gonna have to inherit the future where rent gonna be $3,000, the AI robots gonna be taking all the jobs, and everybody gonna be fighting each other to make $10 an hour. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what our children gonna inherit if we don't do something about it today. The future only belongs to those who plan for it today.
amen.
That's true.
Amen. Yes, amen. Yeah, and that's why I say you got a right man right here. Many gonna disagree, but we're
But
not
let,
here
but
to
let me
disagree.
let
It's
me.
the truth.
But how about when we engage with people? Do you think that everybody deserves an argument from you?
No,
Because
no. Why?
I can
Why
tell you
not?
facts. Everybody does not deserve an argument from me. You can
Exactly.
believe whatever you want to believe, say whatever you want to say. It will never change the truth. The
That's
truth
right.
cannot be molded, changed. So when they start all this crazy shit, to me, I'm like, it doesn't change the truth. And guess what? When you put out bad energy, you're gonna take that same energy back in, and you will start to become that bad energy if you're around it too much. That's why for me, when they start talking that crazy shit, oh, let me go. I see y'all on demon time, and you're not gonna have me looking like you, acting like you, because I'm spending too much time with you. Let me separate myself. That's
Facts,
how.
facts.
Yeah, if not, you just start looking like them. All of those haters and weirdos, they all look alike to me. There's nothing significant or different about any of them. They just blended in like grass, like a pasture of grass. There's not one flower. Be the flower.
There you go.
Rise
Man,
There you
up.
have it.
I'm about to shock the streets. I'm gonna pull up next time my homeboys invite me out on the weekend. I'm pulling up in a 3-piece suit with some Stacey Adams and just looking like Marcus Garvey. You know what I'm saying?
There
They're gonna
you
be like,
go. And when I pop out next weekend, I'm gonna elevate too.
yeah, I ain't going.
Facts.
We gotta
Y'all
set.
have a good day. Y'all
You
have a
too,
good day.
boo.
You too.
We all can elevate around this motherfucker.
So what? So should I change the prompt and put some ghetto shit back on here?
No.
You want to talk about piranhas or
Nope.
anything?
Not worthy of a conversation.
Prompt and put some ghetto shit back on here.
No.
You want to talk about piranhas or
Nope.
anything?
Not worthy of a conversation.
Okay, let's see what I can put up here. Oh, now this was a good prompt.
Oh God. Not worthy of a conversation.
Okay, let's see. Oh, now this was a good prompt.
Oh God.
Cypress put us up there like that, taking over the world one hater at a time.
Not one hater at a time. We didn't have so many AI prompts. I can't even keep up.
Yeah, Sundress be on it every day. She got a new one about it. I think she probably our number one fan.
At a time. We didn't have so many AI
Yeah, Sundress be on it every day. She got a new one about it. I think she probably our number one fan.
on the cool. Of course,
Yeah,
that's supposed to be me and Rasta girl.
yeah. Sundress did this for us, and then they our number one fan.
On the cool. Of course,
Yeah,
that's supposed to be me and Rasta girl.
yeah. Sundress did this for us, and then the day she got a prompt with Zia, 8 months pregnant. She said, "Baby Rasta on the way."
Mind you, hey sis, I took a whole pregnancy
Good
test
morning.
yesterday on the live.
What's up,
That's funny
Portia?
as hell.
She
Y'all do,
did.
man. Y'all doing that shit. That's hilarious. You
Girl,
should, Zia. You should have charged them so they could look at it.
kind of did. We just set a
Did
hot
you?
gift goal. Girl, that shit was completed in like 3 minutes.
Great job. Y'all doing that shit.
Yeah.
The Zia and Roster show is excellent. Like I'm for real. I'm for real. I'm a fan.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I don't even think this is what's crazy. We didn't try to make it like it just kind of blew up, and I don't understand.
Yeah.
It just kind of went somewhere that I wasn't expecting it to go. That's
Just people are interested in hating on y'all, and that's beautiful. That's how you make money.
where that I wasn't expecting it to go.
People are interested in hating on y'all. That's how you make money.
That's such a good point. And I'm sure they're streaming this. They were streaming the live yesterday on 3 different platforms. My live from yesterday. We had some pretty good numbers though, but we didn't have a prompt or nothing. We was just talking. Now of course Rasta was acting like Rasta, cutting up. Um, but yeah.
Rasta's a character. Rasta broke too much hoes' hearts by pretending they mattered, and
Mm.
that's why they mad at you, Zia.
But yeah.
Rasta's a character. Rasta broke too much hoes' hearts by pretending they mattered, and
Mm.
that's why they mad at you, Zia.
That's what I honestly think it is because they're so angry at me, and I had to ask them, "What are you so mad about?"
Because
Like,
Oh,
Rasta's
right.
charming in his own way, and these bitches really thought they had a shot when he was just playing and being nice. And
Right.
now
Of
they
course,
devastated.
so they can see it.
Why is
I
Ross
was
about to
literally, I was literally just joking around, being roster, playing around. I had one girl make a whole prompt about me sending an emoji of some eyes, and she said, "Oh,
I
Roster
remember
tried to
that
fuck
one.
me." Like, what the hell? Like, if I didn't even at least ask you for your phone number, am I gonna fuck you through the TikTok screen? Don't I need your phone number so we can plan something? Like, stop spreading lies, man. You can't even give these hoes a compliment these days.
I remember. I remember that one. I
but
was
maybe you
dying.
should consider the energy that you put out though, because the truth is, I mean, like,
Zia, them hoes is crazy.
they are crazy. Hey B. But they are crazy. But the other thing is though, right? If I were to have done that, I think Rasta would be pretty upset. So I don't understand how we go from I'm just doing this as nothing, but if I did that, I think it would be a different story. So I don't understand how we go from I'm just doing this as nothing, but if I did that, I think it would be a different story.
Rasta, if
I
she
you talking
sent
about
out
I
eyes to a random dude, would you be upset?
listen. Zia be having dudes up on the panel. He called
Uh-huh.
them honey. She called them, hey baby, want to answer the prompt? Like, you know what I'm saying? And Rasta keep it gangster. So
Okay, but you still didn't answer the question. You avoided it.
Totally avoided
listen.
it.
Okay, let me tell you. Okay, let me tell you one thing about the man and the woman. If a woman put the eyes in the inbox, the man. Okay, let me tell you one thing about the man and the woman. If a woman put the eyes in the inbox, the man gonna keep quiet because he trying to fuck. You understand? That would never happen. But if a man do it, these hoes
This got
in the inbox, the man gonna keep quiet because he trying to fuck. You understand? That would never happen. But if a
this got nothing to do with the man. This got to do with you. If Zia
Exactly.
was to send eyeballs to a man, would you be act? This got nothing to do with the man. This got to do with you. If Zia
Exactly.
was to send eyeballs to a man, would you be acting a fool? You can't even answer the question, so she right.
listen, if Zia was to send eyeballs to it, I'm gonna say, what the hell you looking at?
To a man, would you be acting a fool? You can't even answer the question, so she right.
Listen, if Zia was to send eyeballs to it, I'm gonna say, what the hell you looking at? If she got a good, if she got a good
Okay
answer,
then. So what the hell was you looking at when you sent that bitch them eyeballs?
I'm gonna say, what the hell you looking at? If she got a good, if she got a good
Okay
answer,
then. So what the hell was you looking at when you sent that bitch them eyeballs?
she had posted something political, and you know,
You
Rasta like
lying, Rasta.
talking
That's
about
not what it
politics.
was. Stop lying.
Well, honestly, I can't remember. I commented on no
You
Rasta like
lying,
talking
Rasta. That's
about
not what it was.
politics.
Stop lying.
Well, honestly, I can't remember. I commented on a story,
Mm, mm, mm.
and I believe it was a political story,
It
but
wasn't a
I'm not
comment. It was in the
sure,
DMs.
huh?
It was in the DMs.
Yeah, but if you comment on somebody's story, it show up in the DM.
Corsetty, that's not what it was. It was of a old ass white tea woman in the mirror taking a picture. That's what it was.
Oh, he was trying to get that money.
Hey Moody. Girl, he just was trying to
Trying
be
to get in the
flirty.
wheel.
But my thing is this, we all can be flirty. But if you are going to ask someone not to be flirty, you have to follow the same program. Because if
Right.
not,
Because
it's always gonna be some shit
that was real disingenuous. You went all around the answer, bruh.
all around it.
All around
Listen.
it.
Like I say,
The hypocrisy is
that's
crazy.
listen. Like I say, I don't give these women nowhere near the attention I used to give them. Okay, I've been becoming a better boyfriend for Zia. I've been changing my ways. You know, when you the highest form of love is changed behavior. I used to come on here. I used to call all the women cutie. Hey cutie, hey cutie. I changed a whole lot because I value Zia and I love her. Okay? So all of these women with all of these old messages, make sure that you post something that's recent. Don't post nothing from August and September. I believe the date was like September when she posted that old last message.
Mm-hmm.
Glistening, what the hell? Listen, Glistening,
So
did you put your
between
head? It was like September when she posted that old last message.
Mm-hmm.
Glistening, what the
the
hell?
both of y'all,
Christmas?
are either one of y'all allowed to flirt to get paid?
To get paid is crazy.
Listen, Glistening, did
So
you put your
between the both
haircut
of
for
y'all,
Christmas?
are either one get paid?
To get paid is crazy.
Well, you know, people
Zia,
are
I'll let Zia answer that one first.
because people are like when you say, "Hey, cutie,"
Mm-hmm.
these basics will pay you. So because people are like when you say, "Hey, cutie,"
Mm-hmm.
these basics will pay you. So wouldn't you look at that as okay? We're making money together when he flirts with the ugly basics.
I would say no.
Wouldn't you look at that as okay? We're making money together when he flirts with the ugly basics.
Say no because there's no money in illusion, right? Like people take it no because there's no money in illusion, right? Like people take it, you take it one step, they take it to hell. So it's like it's not worth it.
Okay.
Yeah, because if
Illusion, right? Like people take it, you take it one step, they take it to hell. So it's like it's not worth it.
I flirt and call somebody cutie, somebody gonna say, "Oh, Rasta tried to fuck me," and then Zia gonna try to break up with me. Flirt and call somebody cutie, somebody gonna say, "Oh, Rasta tried to fuck me," and then Zia gonna try to break up with me, and it's gonna be a whole big old thing. So I
That's a
can't
big
even say
leap
that.
though.
But that's what they do
That's what
though.
they do.
that's a,
Zia gonna try to break up with me, and it's gonna be a whole big old thing.
that's a
So
big
I
that's a
can't
big
even
leap
say that.
though.
But that's what they do
That's
though.
what they do.
That's insane.
No, they
That's
literally
exactly
do
what
that.
they do. That they would leap.
Me and Ross have been having a conversation in front of Zia. Ross is trying to fuck me. Like that's
Yep, exactly. That's what they do. That's exactly
Hey
what they
Zia, you
gonna
see how
do.
Ross is looking at me right now?
Girl, he's smiling in that prime.
That's what they do. That's exactly
Hey
what they
Zia, you
gonna
see
do.
how Ross is looking at me right now?
Girl, he's smiling in that prompt. It's over. It's
Yeah,
But you know
girl.
what? They even made up a story saying that he and I got into it because Rasta was describing how he was sleeping with another woman. Mind you, I was there when I got into it with him, but the lies that the people make up is just crazy. Like, how can you make up a whole lie about what the fuck I was arguing about? To it with him, but the lies that the people make up is just crazy. Like, how can you make up a whole lie about what the fuck I was arguing about? Like, to me, that's weird. You weren't even there. You weren't on the live. You have no idea what we were talking about. But to go live saying this is what happened, y'all. Rasta was cheating, and then Zia got upset, and then they got into it on the live because he was describing another woman on live. What? How
These
the
fools,
fuck is that news to me?
these fools be obsessed.
It's the weirdest thing. And I'm just like, if y'all claim to be so happily married, where the fuck is your husband, and why the fuck are you not spending time with him?
Yep. I was just on the lady live today that's happily married, and she be going live.
Where the fuck is your husband, and why the fuck are you not spending time with him?
Lady live today that's happily married, and she be going live cooking her husband breakfast and lunch, and you can just tell they happily married. A lot of these women been married for 15 years. They never even posted on live cooking her husband breakfast and lunch, and you can just tell they happily married. A lot of these years they never even posted on their story with their husband. They never said, "Oh, me and my husband going on a date," or they hiding their husband. I don't know if their husband embarrassed and they told the whole don't post no pictures of me online, or I don't know if they lying about being married, or I don't know that they insecure. They may be afraid somebody gonna try to find their husband and take him away. But if I was happily married, I would be trying to show off. It's just like a trophy. When a man win the NFL championship, they hold the trophy in the air, they show it off, let everybody know. Happily married, I would be trying to show off. It's just like a trophy. When a man win the NFL championship, they hold the trophy in the oh yeah, I got the prize. If your person don't make you feel like a prize, that person is probably cheating on you. Here, they show it off, let everybody know. Yeah, I got. If your person don't make you feel like a prize, that person is probably cheating on you, or that person don't really love you, and they only there for the benefits.
Yeah.
Because what is it to be ashamed of if you love somebody? What is it to say, um,
You and they only there for the benefits.
Yeah.
love somebody? What is it to say, I love this is who I'm with, I'm happy. Like for me, I just feel like love should be celebrated. So if you're not celebrating, I have to question if you're in love.
Yep, yep. But we wanna always celebrate, no matter how many arguments we get on the TikTok. Me and Zia signed the death row. We
We are.
always gonna be together. We always gonna celebrate, and we're gonna have a very merry holiday season and New Year's.
Hey CK, we gonna just try to I guess get shit together. We're gonna have a live about some things. We're gonna kind of go over some things that we're gonna do different. Maybe on I don't know what day, but hey CK, welcome in.
Hey,
So how you like the
um,
prompt, CK? You see that nice picture that Sundress made for us? Me and
yes,
Zia against the world. All the haters. Me and Zia sticking together.
Nigga, that nigga in every live. Turn up.
uh,
That's right. That's right.
That's right. That's right.
Make sure you
hey,
screenshot that and share it. Share it on your story, CK. Screenshot that
no,
and share it.
I don't share shit on my story, nigga.
Yes, you
Oh,
do.
shit. All right.
Yes, you do.
Um,
Uh-huh.
no, no, you'll see. We'll give y'all a week.
Rasta, why your
Yeah.
best friend
Give you a week.
Rasta, why your best friend passport making prompts about me? And I saw your ass in that room.
I went up there to address him on why Zia was on the prompt, but he didn't even let me talk, so I left. But Passport is thirsty for attention. He realized he crossed the line. A lot of people are not having any patience for him anymore, and he's trying to find his way to the new people that signed up on TikTok so he can create some new victims.
Basically, cause what the fuck you mean you like kids?
Okay, okay. I thought y'all was getting back together.
Get on
I
this
thought you
bitch
was
ass
sneaking
every
behind
single
Zia back,
time
getting back together
you
with him.
live.
He said that he doesn't see nothing wrong with somebody in their 30s and 40s dating a teenager. I mean, and then try to say I was evil.
Live.
Huh? What'd you say?
I say knock that nigga top off every single time he come into a live and you see him knock his top off. I'm talking about go for him. I heard you was having a little problem with him, okay? You was in the live with him for I think about 10 minutes. I was doing something. But I just scrolled past, but I was like, damn, this nigga in the live with him. And then I heard y'all niggas popped it out. The first time y'all niggas see each other, boy, y'all popped this shit out.
With passport?
That shit was the talk of the town for a couple of weeks, boy. That was like, boy, K went into the line with motherfucking passport and gave him something, boy. Gave him a few lumps upside the head. You knocked that nigga straight a little bit.
Yeah, I just wonder if people are still gonna let him come up on lives. What do y'all think? Y'all think he's gonna be blacklisted?
Oh yeah, yeah, cause K got on his ass like a bad barber. I'm talking about push this shit all the way back, boy.
No,
Push this shit
no,
like a bad barber. Got
people
on
still
his
let them up.
case for real.
People will let them up. Still, y'all be forgetting like this app. Like people don't y'all forget that we don't really know each other
That's
on
what
this
it
app.
is.
People get on this app to get their money, get their clout, get their like whatever. You know what I mean? Like people don't are not going to coalesce in that capacity. Like they're just not going to do that. We can't really do it in the community. We're not going to do it on the app where we can monetize it. So no, unfortunately, people gonna still let him up. He brings views, he brings things, he brings excitement. Like so, people gonna still do it.
DK,
Unfortunately,
you got a $20,000 computer and you never made a AI prompt with me and Zia. I would like for you to copy. You see that picture Sundress made? I want you to do the same picture, but put a big old Christmas tree in the background. Cause we're gonna run that prompt on Christmas Eve, and we're gonna start opening our presents on live, so that we
yeah.
can incorporate the TikTok family into our real family.
So no,
I thought you was a supporter. I thought you was a moderator. You don't support. Hold on. So you don't support.
Yo.
Hold on. Hold on. So you don't support your best friend's relationship? Isn't Zia your best friend? You don't support her, or are you going to continue to let Otis outmod you?
if you're going to go somewhere now, it's absolutely insane out there. Shit. Okay. What are you saying, nigga? I gotta get stalking stuff. What are you
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about?
yeah. Are you going to continue to let Otis outmod you?
Yeah.
Are
Okay.
you going to support your best friend's relationship and make us a nice AI prompt on that $20,000 computer you keep bragging about?
No. I'll be right back.
Uh, Cash makes the best stocking stuffer. Just put hundreds in there, bro. Don't go outside.
Listen, we will be learning this AI.
Cash makes the best stocking stuffer. Just put hundreds in there, bro. Don't go outside.
Listen, we will be learning this AI. I will be watching a YouTube video about AI, and I will be making nice prompts for everyone to enjoy.
You know what though? This the thing though. I was telling motherfuckers about this shit. Now this AI shit is dangerous.
Mhm.
Cause the way they've been like going through people like data and the privacy invasion. Cause I was watching some shit on TikTok, right? There was like AI is basically like slavery therapy, basically, because it's like against our will, we know they coming for our information and everything I do. There was one time I was wearing a Batman shirt, and all I seen on Instagram throughout my post was nothing but quotes and Batman shit. You know what I'm saying? And the shit just kind of triggered me because it was like, hold on, why the fuck is they targeting me? How the fuck they know this shit? Like sometimes the algorithm becomes too real. But that's what we doing when we use AI. We basically allowing somebody to involuntarily take our information, our likeness, when we scan ourselves into the picture, and next thing you know, it can be used for anything. And what people don't understand is AI can be used by another human being. So you're offering up your information to somebody else involuntarily when you use AI. That's like building any type of access towards you, an email, anything. People can trigger and reach you through certain
Well,
shit. You feel me?
that's very true. I think I saw an article like that, but I think that is also true that we sign up for our likeness and information to be used every time we buy a cell phone. Every time you download Google to download apps off the Google Play Store, every time you use their search engines, every time you sign up on social media, period, they are using your images and likenesses to track you. So it's like you, it's no way of getting around it anymore.
True, it's already
This
done.
is
Over all the jobs, even like
Especially with TikTok. TikTok is now owned by the government partially.
And see, that's what Zia was saying too, that I agree on. Even with our jobs, our information is being offered up. Imagine you come somewhere in order to have financial stability and it can cause your own ruin because of it. Because I signed up for a job in order to pay my own bills, that somehow, some way, my information is leaked throughout the web and somebody else is using it in the Philippines in order to cause mass terror, mass war, and I was only $2,000 to them. What would cost me my life in America, because you know how hard it is in America over there. From them, just like New G-Lock, you feel me, for one of my warriors, all
Now,
because your information was out there.
now we had one of our very good supporters listening in, and they heard CK say that he's not using his $20,000 computer to help us, but they said they love and support our relationship so much they took the initiative to make the picture that we was asking for. Give everybody a round of applause and a sound effects special to the good brother TTG, Tone the Guru, for making us a very good prompt. He's always been a good supporter, and we
Oh my
always make room for
god,
Tone when he come through
Tone
here.
gonna come up in this motherfucker? Hold
that's
on. I want to know
crazy.
because Tone did hop in this motherfucker.
Hmm
Tone, do me with my man. That's
He's
cute.
so fucking good at this shit. That is
That
crazy.
shit was fast as hell.
How the
Tone, I'm
hell?
gonna post a picture of me and my man. You do me, okay?
That was, man. Oh my
Just broke my heart. She got a man and she's so fucking beautiful. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, not only is always Moody very easy on the eyes, she is very intelligent.
Super
She's very patient, and she
understanding.
is very understanding. And this woman here is a good example of what most black women should strive to be.
Oh what? Hey.
Lucky. Thank you,
Your man
Russell.
is a very, very lucky man. Facts. For real,
We
for
both
real.
lucky.
You
We are
know what
both
I'm saying?
lucky.
See, look what she said. We're both.
I like that. I like that.
See
I
that? She
like
didn't
that. I
say
like
yeah.
that.
He
That
like.
just speaks to the modesty of her and how real of a woman she is for her to say that shit.
Bro,
She really in these streets.
that's how women.
That's
That's
right.
how you get chose. That's how you end up getting married when you realize what you got and you acknowledge it and you cherish it. That's a beautiful thing. And Moody, I hope whenever you it's all final. I hope me and Roxy, at least some of us on TikTok, can get invited to the wedding or at least the registry.
I got you.
I'm gonna play Willie Hutch in the background for y'all. You feel me?
You know
Facts.
what we could do. You know what we could do, and just in case the wedding might take too many months, we maybe can plan like a couples weekend or some shit in the mountains, or just do
A
something at
TikTok marriage where
Oh my
everybody on
goodness.
TikTok come.
My
Yeah.
man don't get on TikTok.
He's not a TikTok.
yeah.
His wedding he got to step up and kiss the bride. You feel me?
Here's a picture. Here's a picture from when we were in Dallas.
Let me put you on the big screen in case Tone looking, and
Here
he
I
can
come.
go ahead and work some magic out. Wow, y'all look like the
Oh
same
my
complexion.
god!
We
I
are kinda.
y'all look like relatives though. That's the
Oh
crazy part.
wow.
Well, we've been together like 10 years. You know what they say, after a while you start to look
And
like
he
each
looked
other.
like he very happy. That's what the fuck he looked like. He looked like he's one of the happiest men on earth. That's what he looked like. Facts. And I salute the brother. If I seen him walking down the street, I'd dap that nigga up and hand him $20. Straight up. Like,
And
keep the
that's how you
joy
can
going, my
tell
nigga.
that
$20.
that's
And
how
you
you
know
can
what?
tell that they happy, because look at the outfits. They are matching all the way down to the jackets.
Yep.
That's how you know that they belong together.
That's how you know. And he gonna live 7 years longer.
He sure
That is a
will.
Thank you,
beautiful couple.
self care goddess.
I must admit, Moody, yo, you guys are a very beautiful black couple.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, thanks, guys. Now, Tone, put that tree behind us, Tone.
Tone, yes, do it, because Tone just did another one. He moved very fast. Hold on. I'm gonna put the new one up. I actually like the new one better. So Tone, please work on Moody while I show off the new one. Bam.
Oh,
Now this one is very, very nice.
Oh,
Zia got her dress on. I look Tone heard me say that I'm about to start wearing a three-piece suit when I pop outside. I'm gonna start dressing Zia down in nice dress and nice heels. And people gonna see us and know that we mean business. We not coming here to play the ratchet ghetto drama. We down in nice dress and know that we mean business. We not coming here to play the ratchet ghetto drama. We here to rebuild the black community. That's what they're gonna see. Our clothes is gonna make a statement for us.
mm-hmm. Loud Tone is good at that shit. That's very good. I
Mhm.
don't know how the hell
Is
he
that R.
got,
Kelly?
huh?
Ma'am,
You look a little like R.
Man, you
Kelly in that.
was a troll for real. That
ma'am,
You look
nigga
a
a
little
troll.
like it.
okay,
He
you know what? I'm gonna
You
put a
look a little
picture
like it.
up of CK, and it's gonna be
called you Robert.
you
You
know
look a
what?
little bit.
Tone, put this what I need for Tone, put a leprechaun up under the Christmas tree and make sure the leprechaun is very, very
Don't do
short.
that. No, no,
And
Rasta.
make sure the leprechaun is
Ball, that
bald.
ball. You gotta
Yeah,
come
make
back
sure.
with ball. That nigga called you Robert.
Yeah, make
You
sure
better
the
fight back,
leprechaun is
damn it.
bald. Yes.
Not bald.
Fight back. That nigga called you Robert.
No,
Listen, listen,
leprechaun.
listen. Leprechaun. Y'all ever seen that movie, The Leprechaun? That short leprechaun that was evil. Oh wow,
Rasta.
this is a
He is
What in
so
the
excited.
Like clip farm that for my ignorance. You feel me? Like just for my ignorance. So like there's when I'm just sad, I want to clip farm the way that nigga K just called that nigga Robert.
That's
Like
what
that
I mean.
nigga
That's
just
what
called that nigga clip farm that shit for me and send it to me.
that's what it looked like.
Some Robert Kelly is crazy.
now. I want you to
Girl,
screenshot this.
stop pissing on that girl.
Tone, no, Tone, don't be done for the day. Do me.
Tone, screenshot this
Oh,
movie.
Oh, I
That's
love that.
that is so
that's very,
awesome.
very beautiful. Now that right there is a very look at that.
Oh
See, I
my
want to see.
god. Hold
I
on, is
want to
this
see.
AI?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just ask him.
Oh my god.
He's are you he's I think he's using Sora. Just ask him what the
What
prompt
the
is. You
fuck?
can put the prompt in. Just ask him
This
what
is
the prompt
very
is.
beautiful. Like honestly, this is beautiful. See, this is what I want to see black people dressing like. When we go outside, when we go to the blues and the jazz, all that ghetto sexy red twerking in the club. No, we need to go back to going to live music, teach our children how to play the piano, how to play the violin. I want to go to events like that, live music, talent, classy
Y'all
black
know I
people.
can play the piano, right?
Well, you never told me that.
I played the piano for 10 years.
I play the
Well, I want you to
viola.
play the
We can
piano.
make a little band.
I played the
Listen, Zia,
violin for 12
I can
years.
make you a lot of money, especially because you're beautiful. I know people in Columbia, South Carolina, they got very nice restaurants. It's some white people, but they actually be always scouting for talent. Like they pay people hundreds of dollars to just play the instruments as people eating. It's called Hall's Chop House. It's a nice restaurant, but they always looking for people that can play instruments.
Oh, really?
And with you being beautiful, you're gonna make a lot of
Hold
money from
on, Rasta. You don't
now.
want to put it, Rasta. You don't want to put it in the Hall's Chop House, bro. All them the men in there with
Like I said, you are beautiful,
all
so
them
you're gonna make money from the restaurant,
all
and you're gonna make money from getting tips from all the men that CK
yeah,
talking about. Because I seen pretty
yeah.
girls
I'm
with a
telling you,
lot of
you don't want to
money.
put it there, bro.
Listen,
You don't want to put it there.
sir. I'm not insecure like you. Okay, it's
You
300 men. Keep quiet. It's 300 men up here every day trying to
stop muting me.
still I see
Okay,
what
y'all,
don't
be kind.
listen.
Stop
One
muting
at a
me.
time. One
Stop
mic at a
muting me.
time. CK, stay on mute.
Was
Be a
just getting
good
cursed
boy.
out 4 hours
Now,
ago.
like I say, I'm not insecure like the rest of you people who hide pictures of your wife. You want to keep her in the dungeon because you scared somebody gonna take her away.
You just got cursed out
Stop
6 hours
muting
ago.
me.
Chill out.
Stop muting me. You just cried about muting, but now you muting me. Stop being a crybaby. Now, like I say, we're gonna be up in Hall's Chop House playing the piano, getting $1,000 in tips every weekend. I'm gonna put Zia in a very nice dress, similar to what Moody has on in this picture, and Zia gonna make $1,000 in tips alone. Now, before I start signing you up, I need to take you to the piano place and I want you to play a nice song. I want you to show
Hold on,
me.
hold on. I got the song for them. I got the song for them. International Players Anthem. They gotta play that shit.
No,
This is
she
gonna be
gotta play a
great.
good she gotta play a good piano
This is gonna
song.
be amazing.
International Players Anthem. They gotta play that shit.
No,
This is
she
gonna be
gotta play a
great.
good she gotta play a good piano
This is gonna
song.
be amazing. Please play it, friend, because this is gonna be amazing. Please.
Zia, hey, I wanna hear you play the piano, Zia.
Tuesday, never ever went at a promo. I went on the sheets like it's on top of the cover. I'm a princer, I'm a
Oh, he
princer.
gonna put
Top
Zia up
notch,
there.
get the
No, but
most,
Z
not
gonna
the
be up there
lesser.
playing the piano.
Yeah, I mean
Oh
that
my!
would be nice. Like I really do want to see. I wish I knew how to play the piano. My people never put me in music class, but that's a slept on talent.
But here, can I tell you something, Rasta? Here's the thing. Like, I've been following all you crazy motherfuckers for years because it's like Netflix to me. I used to love Housewives, but TikTok is better. It's better and it's like on point. Let me tell you something. If that baby girl, and I'm gonna call her that because I could be your mom, is talented, the verbiage you used, and everybody can hear me, I'm going to put her up there and I'm going to use her to make money. This is why this is what she doesn't know how to defend herself against. But I will tell you this, I'm a trauma counselor. I've had multiple people on this TikTok DM me. Like, I have an OnlyFans page because I'm single. I'm not married. I don't give a fuck. But what she doesn't know, she doesn't. So this isn't even you two. Is this what you're trying to mold into? Is this what you're trying to butterfly out of? Like,
Okay,
that's
ma'am. I'm not
don't call me
sure.
ma'am. My
Uh,
name's Kelly. You don't
you
have to call
said,
me ma'am.
ma'am, I'm from the South. I have manners and
I don't
respect.
care where you don't have manners, sir. You don't.
I do have
You
manners.
have no manners.
Okay, Kelly, can you please keep quiet?
No,
Ma'am,
unless if the host asks
ma'am,
me to, I
Kelly.
ma'am.
will.
Okay, let me mute you because I'm the moderator.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm
like
in
I
the
say,
DMV right now.
now, like I say, I'm not sure if I use the words I'm gonna put her up and use her. Like I don't talk like that.
You
Because at the end of
did.
the
I heard it.
ma'am, okay, well for correction, I will correct and say that I will showcase Zia's talent so that she can be making profit and that I will showcase Zia's talent, making profit and get
What talent?
acknowledgement. Ma'am, she said she played the piano for 10 years. Are you paying attention? What
I,
are you
I'm.
talking about?
I just can't keep up with you. You're like,
Exactly. Hey, I ain't talking fast. You just listening slow. Try to keep
no,
up.
you got a hold of a little girl that has trauma and needs to be
Little
experienced.
girl,
Snap.
this woman is 30 years
Hold
He
on,
old.
said,
hold
I
What
on,
you
ain't
hold
got
on,
talking
her,
hold
fast,
on,
ma'am?
you
hold on,
listening
hold on,
slow.
hold on. First of all, we don't
Why
put
the hell is
personal.
CK
Hold on,
muting me? You
Rasta.
about
You're
We
sad,
D
sir.
Mod CK, he's muting
Did it
me.
what,
D
bro?
hold
Mod
on a
CK,
I
second.
he's
didn't
muting
mute
me.
you.
Hold
I
on a
D
literally
Mod
just
second.
walked.
Listening
CK.
slow
Hold
is
on,
diabolical.
hold
What
on,
rapper said that?
I
I
didn't.
forgot
I
a
Y'all
didn't
rapper
mute
have a
you.
said that.
good Christmas, D
hold
Mod
on,
CK.
hold on. First off, we don't put personal
Jay Z that
information.
said that shit.
Hold on, we don't put personal information on here. We don't do that at all. We don't
He
talk about
definitely
anything.
did. You're
But
right,
Kelly,
Juan.
you're
That's
kind
who
of
said that shit.
Kelly, you're trolling. I need you to chill.
I'm not trolling shit.
You're trolling.
Why you
I would
cursing at
send
the
you
host? Learn
if
some respect. Stop cursing at the host. You're trolling, like she said. You try to tell her
I'll
she got
send you.
trauma. Everybody got some form of trauma, even
What?
you,
Why don't
idiot.
you let Zia finish? Let Zia
You know how
finish. She
many
was talking.
motherfuckers
She
DM'd
was
me?
talking.
I have an
Go
OnlyFans.
ahead, Zia. Go ahead, Zia.
So she's blocked. She's trying to get my page flagged.
Okay.
Yeah, talking about
So,
OF and all that stuff.
so,
Nobody cared that you selling poom poom
so
because you
Zia,
single.
what
Nobody
what type
cared.
of
But
what
the
did you
crazy thing is,
learn?
she says she's old enough to be her mom. Like who
And
Zia,
wants
don't
to
even
what
want
be
me to
that?
what
call her
what
ma'am. Like,
classical
what is
Finna
music?
go
wrong?
subscribe to Be Petty because
Hold on, hold on,
I'm
What she
just the
does
rich
hold
is,
nigga
on.
right now. I'm
What
finna
hold
no.
on,
I just want to
what
see it just to be petty.
hold on.
Hold on.
What she
What
does
type of
is
piano
she
did
goes
you?
to live and she says certain words to get it flagged. That's what she does.
Oh
She'll go
no.
live to live to get it flagged. So
Yep.
Yeah,
that's why
yeah.
when
What
you
Fuck
see
that
her, you
bitch.
just
Fuck
gotta
Zia,
that
block
what
her.
bitch.
what age were you when you started with piano?
I don't remember. I was like,
Did you learn classical or
how old was I when I started playing piano?
you with your moms?
Yeah, she said.
I said, hey,
Like 9, 10. She said 8, 8 or 9.
Karen,
8, between 8 and 10. But hold
ask
on,
her,
y'all,
ask
real quick.
yeah.
Go ahead, CK. What
I
you
just
say?
ask her, tell her, say, hey, and ask her if you learned classical. If that's your like what
I
you're
know
learning.
what I learned. It was classical, and I had to read and write music before I could even play.
You can read and write music?
Yes.
Why you ain't never okay.
It's
All
been a
right.
long time, but I did
Okay,
start
so
off.
magical
Hold
black
on, Twan,
history
Twan,
fact, right?
Twan. Hold on, Twan.
Okay.
That's dope. Okay. That's awesome. I didn't know you could read and write music. Okay.
Only
That's
only piano notes.
She's not going to your studio, creep. We know where this is going. I can make you a star.
Not
PK
just
can't
I
any
play
wasn't
one.
even
nothing
gonna
for that,
say
bro.
none of that. I was gonna say
Not
like magical black history fact. Dr. Umar loves the fact that the black keys are on top of the white keys and they sound louder. So let's
That's
give
what
it
you
up for
interrupted.
Dr. Umar.
That's what you interrupted to say that. Queen.
Yes, that type shit. Because I'm ignorant today.
Hey, can you listen to music to listen to songs and then like replay them by ear?
No.
Oh,
But I know that the black keys are there somewhere in the background.
we trying to talk about what
Well, CK, play something for us. You have a million instruments. Play us an instrument if you don't mind.
I would play my guitar, but I'm gonna go get stocking stuffers in like 5 minutes. That's why I'm dressed. But I'll play something later.
PK can't play nothing. He making all them beats and ain't nobody heard nothing.
so. Listen to this. I played the viola from
Okay.
fifth grade to senior year. So I played for what
What chair were you in?
almost. I was first chair. I played
You
with
were
the
first
Virginia
chair?
Symphony. And not only that, my son now has my viola and has played the viola for 4 years.
That's cool, man. My best friend played the cello and I played the violin.
I wish I would have played the cello. By the time I got, so what happened was my mom used to put me in summer school every single year to get ahead. Well,
Mhm.
mainly now that I look back, I think it's because she just needed childcare during the summer. But I was in summer school every single summer to get ahead. And so for fifth grade, I didn't really want to do any type of like subject. So she put me in summer school for orchestra. And when I got there, it was all pretty much like rejects and everybody had taken all the good instruments. The only thing left was the viola, so that's what I ended up playing. But I wanted to play the cello so bad.
Hey, lugging that cello back and forth is heavy, bro. I see them my kids in band and orchestra lugging that shit back and forth. Like it's
It's
heavy.
big, but it's not really that heavy because it's
It's
really
light,
just
bro.
hollow.
You're right.
But I mean, you're right. It's a hassle to probably. Honestly, a lot of the people that were in my class had a cello at home and then had a cello at school, so they didn't really take it back and forth like that.
Yeah, I wish I played the instruments, man. That's very powerful these days. Knowing how to play the instruments.
It is. It's a gift. I mean, it's not that hard to learn though. People think at least piano wasn't that hard.
See, my problem was, I mean, my people, my dad didn't really care. Like, if I would have said, "Dad, I want to drop out of high school," he would have said, "Okay." Like, if I would, he let me do anything I wanted to do. And as a child, we don't know what's best for us. That's why I hate when I hear parents be like, "Oh, well, my child don't eat vegetables." What the hell you mean he don't eat vegetables? Your child's supposed to do what the hell you tell him to do. This boy's 6 years old. He don't know what's best for him. How you gonna let a 6 year old tell you what they is and what they ain't gonna do? And that's how my daddy was, and that's not good parenting to me. You supposed to tell the child what they is and what they ain't. A child can't tell you what the hell they is and they ain't gonna do.
Hey, when it comes to like sports and I will say instruments and playing stuff like that, after a certain age, probably like 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, like if they don't want to do it, just let them stop, man, because you don't want to waste that money and all that time and having to do all that shit. If you say you don't want to do this anymore, cool. I don't have to spend my time or money anymore to do this shit.
No, I agree
Don't
with
treat
that
yourself straight.
100%. Like that's how I feel about sports
Yeah.
too. Like my older son, he wanted to play sports and so he played football and basketball. My younger son, he's not interested in sports at all. So
Yeah.
he's in orchestra and he's on the debate team and he's in like this robotics club or whatever. But his dad was like, "Well, why don't you want to get into sports, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Well, if he doesn't want to do it, then there's no point in trying to
Yeah.
force him to do it." And even now, if he were like, "Hey, I don't want to do orchestra anymore," or
Hmm.
whatever the case may be, I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
I'd
me
rather
too.
him explore the things that he wants to explore while he has the time and the chance so that when he gets older, he has a feel for what he wants to do as opposed to, forcing him to play sports that he's not interested in.
Yeah, because it's wear and tear on
Let
you.
her play. They gotta play something though. Now I'll let my child be like, I don't like baseball. Let's try basketball. I don't like basketball. Let's try tennis. Like we could try, but you ain't about to say I'm not doing it at all. I'm not doing like you got to do something around this motherfucker because it's good for you. It's not a help a child playing a team sport is going to help them in so many other ways that's off the court. You know what I'm saying?
But
It's going to help
Rasta,
them.
but Rasta, debate team is a team sport. Orchestra's a team sport. Robotics, I mean, that's not much of a team sport. Sometimes they build stuff together, but sometimes they build stuff on their own. He does things where he has to collaborate with team members. He just doesn't really enjoy
In
sports.
sports. Where at least you got them in something, because some of these kids they go through their whole school year in high school. They don't even be a part of the book club. They don't do nothing but go home and go to school. Like we got to understand that these school years is some of the most opportunities that we ever going to get in our life. You know what I'm saying? Once you graduate high school, if you don't go to college, you're never going to wake up and go somewhere where you got 700-800 people all up under one roof. You know, you're going to be working a job for the next 30 years and you're going to see the same 15 people every day. So you got to take full advantage of your high school and college years and sign up for every last single opportunity that they have ready for you. That's what I tell my children. They not allowed to not do nothing. They have to sign up for something. And I talk to them like how I'm talking to you. So now they understand and they be like, oh, dad is right. Now my daughter be doing all kind of shit. She be signing up for all kind of shit. Like she was just at NYU on a summer program because she knows that her daddy taught her, hey, these years is going to be the best years of my life. Let me take full advantage of these opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Then you can get a scholarship. You could get a band scholarship, a sports scholarship, an academic scholarship. The more stuff you take advantage of, the more scholarships going to open up to you.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I will say this, as much as I didn't want to play the viola, it is a lot easier to get a scholarship playing the viola than any other instrument, any other string instrument, because honestly, not a lot of people are playing the viola. So I got a full scholarship and didn't even use it because I was just young and dumb, but because they needed viola players. So I'm like, at least he's playing something to where it'll be easy for him to get a scholarship when the time comes. But he's going to do a lot of things, especially when he's in the eighth grade now. He's going to high school next year and he's interested in ROTC. He's interested, obviously, he wants to keep with orchestra and the debate team and stuff like that. So, I mean, he's pretty well rounded. He's just not very athletic.
Well, that's cool. As long as he a part of something, that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely most important. I just don't like seeing kids wasting their opportunities, kind of like I did. But I didn't want to. But like y'all know, my shit was fucked up. Even when I signed up for the damn sports team, I had to move to another school, and I couldn't play because I was a new boy. It was just always something. So I couldn't really do nothing in high school. The stuff that I wanted to do, I couldn't do it. But it's all
Yeah,
good
I
though.
I did a lot. I did a lot when I was in high school too, like outside of like extracurricular stuff, but once I got out of high school, that's when I ended up dropping out of college and taking a long route to get to where I'm at. But hey, at least I got here.
Yeah, exactly. At least we got here. God got something in store for everybody, regardless of what we've been through. We got plenty to contribute to the revolution.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, my older son, he's not even playing sports no more though. So that's the thing. It's like he enjoyed it when he was younger, but now he's in school. Yeah, my older son, he's not even playing sports no more though. So that's the thing. It's like he enjoyed it when he was younger, but now he's more for computer engineering now. So he's like into tech stuff. So hopefully once he gets his associate's degree, like later on in 2026, I'll get him an internship at my job so he can at least get his feet in the door in the tech space.
That's amazing. Shit, he about to graduate next year.
Hey, babe.
He about to graduate next year.
No, my older son, he's going to get his associates and then he's going to transfer to a larger university.
Yeah, that's a smart way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I went
Yeah,
to
for right
school
now, he's just getting his core basic stuff out the way. But honestly, once he gets his associate's degree, you know,
to do it.
mm-hmm.
I went
Yeah,
to
for right now,
school.
he's just getting his core basic stuff out the way. But honestly, once he gets his associate, a lot of people, it's hard for them to find a job just based off their associate's degree. But at my job, this degree, a lot of people, it's hard for them to find a job just based off their associate's degree. But at my job, if if he has his associates, I'll be able to get him an internship. So at least he'll have a job in the tech field while he's getting his bachelor's.
Yeah, that'll be perfect. I really want us to create our own apps. Like I'm just tired of us being dependent on everybody else. Like I wanna create a black owned like Uber or a Lyft app. Like everything the white man got, I want a black version. I want a black owned.
Eric saying allow your drivers to be like, you know what I'm saying, to like blow the gas and shit like that. That shit would be dope as fuck.
Um, let's get back to the seriousness. We can't talk about drivers blowing gas. I know Donald Trump just changed the law, and he made THC like a Schedule One or from Schedule
Schedule
Three.
three. It's schedule three.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he kind of lowered it, but still, we don't want to promote impaired driving. I
No,
just
he's
feel like
saying no.
Okay,
What he's
okay.
saying is what he was saying is the Uber.
we don't want to promote impaired driving. I
No,
just
he's
feel like
saying no.
Okay,
What he's
okay.
saying is what he was saying is the Uber driver will allow the people getting a ride to do that, not the driver doing it.
well, yeah, we can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see?
we can. I mean,
He's saying is what he was saying is the Uber driver will allow them to do that, not the driver doing it.
well, yeah, we can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see?
we can. I mean, yeah. Now, see, we can do that. That's why. That's why we need our own everything. Like, I wish I grew up back in the days where we had the Negro League of football and baseball. Like, it get me fired up when I read history and see how strong black people used to be. Like, I want us to have the strength of our ancestors and have our own shit. Why we getting these people rich? Like the last time I took a Uber ride, it was $50. And I asked the driver how much money you making. He said $20. So the people that's doing nothing is making majority, they making $30 and they don't have to pay for no gas. They don't gotta wait in no traffic. They don't gotta pay for no car insurance. Like, why are we happy letting white people exploit us? I'm not even gonna say white. I'm gonna say Jewish because, well, I can't even say
You
that
know
no more.
what?
But they the
Well,
ones
The
that
Uber
own that
people
shit.
is actually Indian. Them
Well, let me tell
Indians
you
doing it.
this. When we were
Mhm.
in Dallas over the weekend, we had a Uber driver, like our very first Uber driver that we got. He was super cool. And I told him like, "Hey, look, just give me your phone number and I'd rather just pay you directly than go through Uber and they take out whatever. Like I'll pay you the same rate or whatever the case may be, but it'll just be easy for you to just be our driver and we just give you the money." And he did.
Yes. Yep. That's what most people are starting to do because they realizing all of this shit is a scam. Like America is a big scam, and we as Black Americans with all this spending power that we brag about, it's time for us to use this spending power to get our own self rich. Like we don't even gotta reinvent the wheel. Like the system is there. All we gotta do is just simply make our own Airbnb, our own Uber and Lyft app, our own everything that they got that we use. Hey, how can we create a black owned version? You know, and then we just promote it. Like that's the type of shit I'm on. And I just need some tech people, somebody that know how to make some apps. I don't know who I need to talk to. All I know how to do is drive a truck and make money. I can finance the shit, but we got to put together a team because doing everything by yourself, you're not going to be able to go that far. But when you got a team, you know what I'm saying, you can get there a million times faster.
I'm going to tell you, I can speak for my area, right? So in Virginia Beach, there's not a lot of black owned businesses, and when there are black owned businesses, they usually don't last long, because I think the problem is that the, people can sometimes have a really good idea, but if you don't have the education, and you don't have, like, for example, if you don't know how to run a business, if you don't know how to do marketing, if you don't know how to do all these things that come with a business, if you don't know how to manage your money, if you don't know how to scale a business, if you don't know different aspects like that, it's not going to be, there's no longevity there. So you're going to, like, either lack in consistency, you're not going to have the marketing tools to put your business out there, you're not going to have the knowledge and the resources for your business to grow and thrive. And unfortunately, a lot of the black owned businesses around here don't last long. There's prime example. There was a bar right by my, or more like a lounge or whatever, right by my house, and I was like, "Ooh, perfect!" Like, when it was under construction and coming soon and yada yada, I'm like, "Perfect. It's right by the house. We don't even got to drive. We could just walk home." You know what I'm saying? So we went the very first night, and it was dope. It was a vibe. Like, the music was good, the food was good, the staff was happy, friendly, everything was great. And then I would say not even 2 months later, we went back. Food was horrible. The staff was just sitting around on their phones. The drinks took forever. Like, it's like, what happened to how it was in the beginning? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's usually what ends up happening. And then it was extremely overpriced, which I don't mind spending more if I'm, supporting my people. But it's like, if you're going to be overpriced, then you got to have the service and the quality to match. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. But that's why we got to start off with businesses. That's a necessity. That's why I went into trucking, because I knew that trucking is a necessity. I don't have to advertise or even market. They don't give a damn if your truck is a 2026 or you got a 1984. As long as that engine crank up and you can haul that load, then let's haul it. So that's why I was like Uber and Lyft, because we need ride sharing. Like, we need that. So it's like, and especially if we're going to make the profit margins better for the driver and it's going to be cheaper for the customer, it's going to be a win-win. It's going to be a triple win. The buyer is winning, the driver is winning, and we as the creator is winning. Everybody winning. Our price is going to be cheaper than Uber and Lyft, and we can do some shit like, 5% of our profits is going back to, sheltering the homeless. Like, they not doing that, so people going to be like, you know what? I'm only going to use Rasta and Moody's app because they money is helping the community, while Uber and Lyft is just laughing to the bank. They don't even care about the people. Like, when we start that type of shit, we gonna win. That's why I stick with farming. People gotta eat. You
Hey,
know.
Rasta Zia asked you something in the comments.
Oh, it says, "Can you put my plates on for me?" Oh, of course I can.
I think a big issue, Moody, because that happens a lot in Atlanta too. A big issue is the fact that we create jobs in over a saturated market. Like, we don't need, like, for instance, we don't need any more barbers. Like,
Exactly.
we don't need more barbers. We don't need any more tax professionals. Like, unless you're doing something restaurants, unless you're doing something that's innovative, that's truly innovative, it's just not going to last long. And unfortunately, you can see that in any market.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true too. But also, like, you have to have, like, for example, if you just have a good idea, it's not going to be fruitful unless you execute it, right? So if you don't have the skill or the knowledge or the know-how to be able to execute that dream, it's going to fail. And that's where I think people get in over their heads, because they have a brilliant idea, but when it comes to the execution of it, they lack, and then it fails. And I feel bad too, because it's like that lounge around that was by my house, it was beautiful inside. Like, it had everything it needed to be successful, but at the end of the day, I don't know what happened, whether he wasn't paying his employees right, because if your staff isn't doing what they need to do, then as soon as you leave the building, your whole place is going to go down the drain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what happened, but I know it's a theme around here that when black people do come together and create something nice, it just doesn't last. And what I think is missing is that piece. And that's because I went to school for business. You know what I'm saying? I went to school for business and IT. And I learned a lot about, there's a lot more into owning and running a business than I knew before I went to school. And I think that people need to do that, or at least take some type of educational course on running a business before they try to create one.
Can you help us put together a team to build an app?
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
Well,
bro.
I think Moody also the number one thing is capital. A lot of people don't have the initial capital to get it off the ground because most people's business plans are projected and forecasted for the first year of minimal costs. And even if getting that money nowadays, you have to get, for me to get my money, and this was like plans are projected and forecasted for the first year of minimal costs. And even if getting that money nowadays, you have to get, for me to get my money, and this was like 2 months ago, I had to do a forecast out to 3 years. And a lot of people aren't thinking about it in that 2 months ago, I had to do a forecast out to 3 years. People aren't thinking about it in that capacity because it takes a lot of money to start certain businesses. Like restaurant take a lot of money. Like you don't get subsidized for that. Like things would have to do with like core necessities, like say transportation, whatever. They're more likely to give you the money for that. But things out of that realm that have a high fail rate, banks is looking at, especially now, like I mean, like what do you have as collateral? What can you put up that ensure that I get my money back?
And that's
I mean, like what do you have that ensure that I get my money back?
the
And
unfortunate part,
yeah,
because that's a way to hold us back. But like at the end of the day, I feel like this, right? During COVID, when everybody was getting those loans and some people were starting businesses and doing these different things with it, a lot of those businesses failed because they weren't thinking those loans, and some people were different things with it. A lot of those about the big picture with a 2-year plan, 3-year plan, 4-year plan. Like when people, these big businesses, they have entire teams that are focused on marketing strategies for the upcoming year, that are focused on brand expansion, that are focused on how are we going to keep executing what we're executing? How are we going to incorporate new ideas? Who's our target audience? What is our acquisition cost? Like all these different things that people incorporate new ideas. Who's our target audience? What like all these different things that people are thinking about with the business and forecasting into the future. And I don't think that people who don't have the all these different things that people business and forecasting, that people who don't have the knowledge on how businesses
yeah,
operate are even thinking with that type of mindset. So
not at
even if
all.
they
I mean,
do get a
startup
lump
capital.
sum of money, even if they do get the capital to start something
Yeah,
nice, they're not going to have the know-how to make sure that that's sustainable.
yeah.
They do. They hire the talent like Hasbro, Amazon, Bill Gates. A lot of these businesses were started in a garage, working overtime until they started getting help. Amazon, Bill Gates. A lot of these, working overtime, helping help. But if we can come together, like I was saying earlier, and just even get 100 people off of TikTok, they'd be like, okay, $30 a month. That's 3,000 a month. Once we save up in a couple of months, we can afford to hire somebody that just got fired from Uber or fired from Lyft, and they know all the insides of the company. Once we save up in a couple of months, we can afford to hire from Uber or fired from Lyft company and how to get it started. We can pay them, 7,000 a month, 8,000 a month. You don't know what people might work for.
So
They might even work for free just because they
now
believe in our vision and
you talk
our
about
ideas.
consulting fees.
No,
You
I'm
talk
not
about
talking about
consulting.
work for.
So
They might even work for free just because they
now
believe in our vision and
you talk
our
about
ideas.
consulting fees. Fees.
I'm talking about
That's what you're
hiring
talking
them.
about.
No,
That would
not
that would be a
no, no. I'm
so
not. I'm not done talking.
that would
You're forcing it. I'm not talking about consulting fees. I'm talking about hiring them on, even if we can't afford to pay them what they're talking.
that would
You're forcing it. I'm not talking about carrying them on. Even if we can worth, we can pay them in stock. That's what a lot of these companies do. The first people with Facebook, they got paid in stock options. They was like afford to pay them what they're worth We can pay them in stock. The first people with Facebook, like, hey, I believe in the vision. I know you're going to be $1 billion company one day, so I want to get 10,000 shares. We can make. Hey, I believe in the vision. So I want to get 10,000 away. Like where there's a will, there's a way. All we gotta do is try.
So I think what you're looking for is consulting, because if you can pay them to consult, that's what they're telling. That's how they give you the insight that you need. Same things like Eli Lilly, um, uh, Aspire. Like you're talking about consulting. That's what you would need, not actually hiring someone on full
But you
time.
could do
Uh, Aspire, like you're talking about consulting. That's hiring someone on full
but you
time
could do both.
because
You could do both. You could do both. It's companies that do both. They pay for consultants and they also pay to hire them on full time. You could do both.
the
Or maybe even if you have an involved investor, someone who like
I
who's
got
more
angel investor. Yeah,
yeah.
I have like multiple investors that are willing to.
You have an involved investor
An
more
angel investor. Yeah,
yeah.
investors that are willing to invest probably like a couple 100,000. Um, but 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 the thing about it is just like YouTube is down and Twitch is up. It's a time for everything. So it's like what's the next thing?
This
You
is
gotta
our
look at what's the
time.
next
This
I'm
is
gonna
thing.
tell you, I have so my fiance and I we started a business.
What's the next thing?
this
You
is
gotta
our
look at what's the
time.
next.
So my fiance and I we started a few years back that we had to kind of take a break on just because of the change in the legal atmosphere,
Okay,
in
yeah,
Virginia.
it's
But
always
we
better.
had a few years back that we had of the change in the
Yeah,
Virginia.
it's
But
always
we
better.
had we had an investor lined up. Like we did a whole pitch. We showed him our entire business strategy. Like we showed him our future plans, everything. Like whole pitch. We showed him like we showed him we had a whole thing and he decided to invest in us, but at
Hmm.
that exact time the we got a new governor in Virginia and the law we had a whole invest in us, but at
Hmm.
that exact time the we got surrounding cannabis changed, so we had to kind of pivot and put a pin
Oh
in
yeah,
that.
that's a risky market.
New governor in Virginia and the laws surrounding cannabis to kind of pivot and
That's a risky and
it's a
very
it's a
unstable market
risky
right now.
market. It's a risky market, but at the
Yeah.
time in Virginia, the governor we had at the time, he
Hmm.
was and put a pin
Oh
in
yeah,
that.
that's a risky market. That's
I'm
a
a,
risky and
It's
very
a
unstable.
market, but at the
Yeah.
time in Virginia, the governor everything. He wanted to legalize distribution. He wanted to legalize sales, everything. So
Yeah.
we were on everything. He wanted to legalize sales, everyone trend for that. But then when we got the new governor, he literally like turned back all of that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a, Yeah.
So
I'm a,
so
I'm,
our
I'm,
business ended up having to take a pivot, but our investor did say, this is coming. Like the future is coming, and this is going to be a nationwide thing sooner or later. And honestly, I don't know if you guys have kept up with any type of Virginia laws or anything like that. We did get this is going to be a nationwide thing sooner or later. And honestly, of Virginia laws or anything like that, we did get a new governor that is back Democrat, and she has already spoken about her plans as far as the legalization and everything like that. So long story short, it's time for us to get
is
back
it?
with our investor and
Yeah.
try to get ahead of this curve, because what our idea was completely original. You know what I'm saying? In this
Yeah.
area. Long story short, it's time for us to get
Is
back
it?
with our investor and
Yeah.
what our idea was completely original. You know what I'm saying? In this
Yeah.
area. So
Zia, you still here?
she says she's at the DMV. I think she's
I'm
listening. You
here, y'all.
know what I'm saying? In this
Yeah.
area. So
Zia, you still
at the DMV. I think she's
I'm
listening.
here, y'all.
just making sure because ain't place for what?
For my car.
She said she was at the DMV.
Oh,
The DMV. I think she's
I'm
listening.
here, y'all.
just making sure because ain't place for.
For my car.
She said she was at the DMV.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't hear. I'm just all right. Just making sure.
Yeah, because I moved
Man, like,
and
what was the
thank
company?
you. And do you have honey? I'm sorry.
Modi, what was the company though?
I'm gonna get
All
off
right.
y'all because I'm
Yeah.
about to start driving. There you go. Thank you. Have a
All
great
right.
day. Here you go, Benny. All right, you
Well,
guys. Thanks for coming and hanging with me. I appreciate all you. I'm
yeah.
about to start driving. Here you go, Benny. All right, you
Well,
guys. Y'all.
all right. And yo, hit me back. Look good.
Okay,
Got me out here looking crazy.
I got you. Let me hit you when I get to the house.
Okay. All right.
All right, bye.
Look good.
Okay,
Got me out here looking
let
crazy.
me hit you when I get to the house.
Okay. All right.
All right, bye,
All right.
I'll
everybody.
send you a DM,
All
Sean.
right.
I got you. Let